Welcome to the Farming Simulator 22 Farewell Tour. In this series, we're going to be traveling from all three of the base game maps and all three of the DLC maps. Elm Creek, Hoopaderon, Erlengrad, Silver Run Forest, Horse Aggravation, and Zilonka. Each map will get 3 episodes and we'll take our equipment and money from one to the other. Each will start with the new farmer fields owned though. Extra fields that were purchased beyond new farmer mode will be sold at the end of the 3-part series and used to buy new land in the next one. The goal is to make as much money as possible and expand each of our farms, but while trying to keep the next map in mind. Sure, using logging equipment on Silver Run Forest is useful, but not so much on the Horse Aggravation map. There's not many trees. Oh, and we'll be using mostly base game and DLC equipment as well as giant software mods, but we'll have some goodies mixed in there too, of course. So sit back and relax and let's get this tour started. Now, one of my favorite things about Farming Simulator is that there are some mods that look exactly like giant software stuff. For example, I've already traded out a couple things. We'll show you that in a minute, but I want to start you guys with this one, the Nordstead. So this is actually available in a mod as a direct drill, meaning we don't need a cultivator anymore. And it's actually one of my favorite mods. It's called Seeding Options. It's just incredible. What it does is it gives you the option to do fertilizer yes or no on some things, and everything is direct drill. So this, yes, it's a base game, but it's also now direct drill. So we're gonna start ourselves with one of those and reset our money back to 100, and then I think we should be good. And what better way than to get it started on seeding? Oh yeah, and isn't it full of seed whenever we do that too? Yeah, there we go. All right, that might be almost as much as we will cheat. Maybe more, we'll see. All right, hire them on a worker, let them do their thing. Rock and roll, have some fun, bud. Next is to harvest. So we've got our Dewey's 4 top liner right here, and this actually is modified as well, only holds more. You guys know me, like to hold more. If I can, I'll do it. There at least this guy, and I don't really know if we need it. The 4755 is awesome. It's got a great amount of horsepower, so if there's anything we ever needed to do, it's perfect for that. The turning radius, when compared to other things in Farming Simulator, is a wee bit rough. Plus, let's be honest, between 3 fields, I don't need 3 tractors. And let's also be honest here, I don't need a header trailer either. So these are things that we could get rid of to help us out in the long run. And maybe even a pickup truck. I'm not even sure if we actually need a pickup truck or not, but we'll hang on to it for now. There are other things that we need. So we need something that's going to be able to pick up straw or grass, whatever's on the ground, so that we could sell that. That's going to make us a little bit more money, and we need to think overall, not just here and now, but we need to be thinking about the rest of the series. So we're going to keep the Massey Ferguson, we're going to keep the 7810, and we're going to keep the combine harvester as well as the pickup truck for now, because if we keep the pickup truck, I don't need a bell trailer. I can just make the bells and throw them on the back of that. Let's take the cultivator, throw it in there. We'll grab our header trailer and throw it in there as well. Now, there is one other thing that I've just thought about in my head just now. Contracts. We could easily do cultivating contracts and just use this tractor as a contract tractor. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. That's such a good idea. I will also say this, for as much as I think it'll be worth it. So 53 right here, 53 needs to be cultivated. It's $30,000. It's going to take a hot minute. That is much larger than all 3 of our fields combined. So I think sell all these and use the money for something that could be worth it for us. Oh, I hope this doesn't bite me in the butt. So another $100,000. Good to go. You guys will also be proud of me. I've not fast farmed on this one yet. Oh, I wanted to. I wanted to fast farm so bad. But I haven't yet. So my biggest plan here is going to be pretty much to save as much as we can and then sell everything right near the end. So we're going to try and utilize the money that we've got currently and save it as much as we possibly can. So our loading wagon of choice should probably not come as any shock or surprise. I've utilized this multiple times. It is a base game mod, but it's a base game mod. It's a base game piece of equipment, but I've modified it to hold more. It's base game, right? That fits? Oh man, I sold that weight. I should have saved it for this tractor. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Ooh, the Dewey's 4 top liner has finished its harvesting. I kind of want to poke over here real quick because it does take forever for these to unload. And look a good 3,696 liters, so nothing to call home about. but it's enough to get started. That is great news. All we gotta do is get this stuff off of here, and we will be good to go from there. Something else I should have done was fertilized that field over there. Oof. If you guys didn't know, I have crop destruction, periodic plowing, field stone, lime, and weeds all turned on. All right, we've just had some more contracts pop up, and I think this is a good one. Field 39. This is going to be a oat harvesting. We are not going to borrow the items. We are just going to accept the contract as it sits, and it should be good to go. It's a big field, so it's going to take this harvester a while to do it. I think it'll be fine, right? Right? You'll be fine. I forgot how slow 12 miles an hour is, but I did remember why I never used this combine. So I guess that's all good, right? Because of its straight lines and ease of, well, access, this was probably one of the first fields a lot of you either did contracts on or maybe even purchased. Hey, let me know if it was. The only difficult part was how we were going to line up passes with this field. So I think what I'm gonna do is run for the size of this combine, and because I know it's going to be an idiot trying to turn around, I think I'm going to run 3 passes at the top, and then we will run around to the bottom, and then basically do the same. Oh yeah, and we're fast farming again. No, I'm not waiting around. Before we do anything else, I need to do a fertilizer, but I'm going through. Are there no fertilizers? Like, I know that this thing will inject fertilizer, but the slurry is fertilizer, yes, but are there no pieces of equipment that are just fertilizer spreaders? I guess if we want to use something giants in this case, we're going to have to use something base game or maybe something else. All right, so let's do some math here. This one's probably going to be a little bit too big, if I'm honest. Well, actually, I don't know. Is this too big? The price is too big. You know what? I'll make you a deal. We will take a look at it and see. I don't know. But it's not too bad. I was looking at this, or possibly even one from the Kubota equipment pack. Since Kubota was the DLC, looking at this, it's going to be very big on the back of whatever we put it on, especially filling it up with so much fertilizer, but yeah, I think it'll be okay. And we'll have the fertilizer and a new weight delivered over to our main farm so that we've got it. We'll get it started with a single weight here, and then I can't remember if I actually have to lift up these bags or not in order to run them. We can fill it up just fine. I got 2,000 liters and 1,000 liter thing at the front. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I figured running maybe 2 would be a lot better than trying to run a whole lot more than that. This is gonna be real heavy for this. Into the fields we go, and we're probably gonna be able to do it in single pass. Yep, I gotta tell you, running a solid fertilizer sprayer or spreader or whatever you wanted to call it, this might be one of the best investments that you can make to your farm in new farmer mode. I mean, it's awesome. Also, I think I'm going to run straight across. There's no point not to. I'm already in it. Just, if you guys could do me a favor, don't tell real farmers that I'm spreading fertilizer over top of straw. Cool? Cool. A couple other things. We've picked up some seeds here and had them delivered. It's not going to be a whole lot, but it's just enough. And yes, if you're curious, we are doing wheat in all of the above. So we're putting them in all the fields, and hopefully this will do us good for, I don't know, part 1 and 2 maybe part 3. I don't know. Do your job. This is a weird one. That's a different ground texture than the rest of it. Huh. I don't know. Oh yeah, and evidently these fields need to be plowed. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. So let's get some more harvesting done. I'm gonna go ahead and finish our headlands here, and we'll find out what happens whenever we're all done and able to set it on a worker. 3 headlands at the top, but it's not great. However, I'll give you this much. It's almost as much as we got off their entire field on our main farm, so this ain't too bad. Speaking of the main farm, how's idiot number 1 doing? Not too bad. We got a bunch of weird marks in the field. But I'm pretty sure that's where I've driven over stuff, so who knows. I don't even know why I modified this to hold 100,000 liters. We're never gonna even fill it up halfway. So we've got our worker heading out on the other field. It's still got a few things to do. Let's go enable our fast farm mod or real speed limit, and we're gonna go ahead and knock all of this out, all this straw, and then we could jump on the other field where we've got our worker right now doing the combine. We could jump over there and start picking that straw up as well, because we're utilizing a mod pick up straw at contracts. I don't know, it's Geosmod. It's pretty sweet. Something tells me that straw is going to be the main source of income on this first part. All right, so good things. We've got 2 of our 3 fields that have now been seeded. Now we've got 1 more to go to get them all up to wheat. Let's go and fill back up with seeds a little bit. There we go. Oh, it's only held 600 liters? Oh, I thought I held a lot more than that. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Let's bring it over here, drop it down, turn it on, and go. Hire worker. Seeding is done. So we're all good here. I'm going to go fill up with a little bit more seed. Looking at the fields now, that's definitely where I drove through earlier. I don't know how crop destruction works. I never use it. All right, that's about as good as that can go right there. I don't know where to put this. I think when I first started, I put it like right here. So maybe that'll work out okay. Yeah. Hopefully in the next game, we are able to have some buildings that are a little bit more usable. I mean, yes, this building's usable, but I feel like it's not. All right, we'll get a little bit more fertilizer put down, and I don't know if this one spreads lime or not. If it doesn't, we may not be getting lime, though we do have the money for it. Definitely, in my mind, the best performing tractor of the new tractor, their new farmer tractor stuff. Love this thing so much. 7810 is absolutely epic, and I even got to chat with John Deere in Mannheim a little bit about this one, and they were super excited to get the 7810 in as well. Okay, what's next? Contract 50% done. It's taking a while. This combine is a little bit small. I think that may be one of the first things that we should upgrade. Honestly, these tractors are doing a-okay. Seeder's a little bit small, but you know, depending on how big our fields get, maybe we just buy 2? I don't know. I'll be interested to see what pieces of equipment last all the way to the very end. I'll be able to do a few little odds and ends. I'm gonna come over here and go and dump this into the silo. That will work. Is that 3,600 liters? Nice, nice, nice. Something else I wanted to look into was possibly chickens or something like that. So I've gone in and gotten a hold of a chicken coop that I think may work, a modified base game one, to hold a little bit more, you know, do the things that I like to do. We're gonna fly around this one real quick, see if we can pick this up before it finishes the field. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I have decided that I really like driving this John Deere around, man. I'll give you that much. All right, that should be it. Oh, and it's turned itself off, of course. There we go. All right, let's empty this out. We got quite a bit. What is that? 33,000 liters. Very nice. So we're taking this all the way up to the top of the map right here. That's going to be the grain mill. And we don't need to sell everything, just about, I think it's what, 80-90% of this. We'll get it down to about 10,000, though it's going to go fast. I think I've got it set to go 5,000 liters a second. Well, it's not super duper fast. There we go. We'll stop it around there. 73%, 81, 87, 92, and contract finish. Did I make any money? Do we finish it literally on the mark? 3,490. No. Well, crap. So now total we have made 50,000, spent a little bit of money. Oh, and we got to collect our stuff from the contract as well. Totally forgot about that. There we go. A little bit of money. Definitely don't think it was worth it, but hey, it is what it is. And honestly, we don't have a lot to show for it. 3,600 liters of wheat, 2,100 liters of oats. Nothing else. So we need to do something. Get this bag out of here. All right, this is what I'm thinking about right here, right in the middle of this little area right here. Boom, right there. Just chickens. I got it set to 5,000 chickens. You guys know how I do. 1,000,000 liters for everything, or 5,000 chickens or whatever. Maybe we'll pull it away from the field just a little bit, like right there. Maybe even get it up close to the silo. Yeah, that's like, oh, it's perfect. I don't know how many to buy, though. All right, well, we bought 100. Let's see how much food they require daily. 500 liters. Okay, not bad. 6,000 liters of food year-round. Okay, that is doable. I don't know how many eggs they're going to make, but that should do pretty well. Let's give them all the wheat that we have. Or oats. Nah, yeah, we get more money from oats. We'll keep those. Let's give them all of the wheat that we have, and then over time they should make us plenty of eggs. Maybe. I don't know. We'll also see if we can fill this thing up with, 5,000 chickens by the end of the series. You never know. So I think from there that is probably good for part 1. The idea is just like a normal Let's Play that I do. The first episode, we will do a lot of harvesting and getting things kind of prepared and ready to go. Get out of here, birds! Buy t-shirts at Teespring. Part 2 will be getting things kind of situated, and if there's any extra seeding that needs to be done, maybe some extra contracts, some non-farming work, and then episode 3 will be farming and field work and harvesting again. So we'll see how we do. Something tells me we're not going to be expanding much in the first one, but hey, we'll find out. Today, we're going to be making a little bit more money. So what I've found is a field that we can afford. It's about $140,000. We've got about $145,000. It's very close to our farm, which is nice, and we can get straw off of it. I was actually on my way to go sell this right now, but unfortunately, we got another job to do. Oh yeah, and because of that, we're also going to be able to feed our chickens? I don't know. Maybe we'll sell this. I have no idea. It's right over here, right across the road from the fire station. Grow together, harvest together. Peace out, 22. All right. This one right here. We could buy the land again for $140,000, and we have done so, which means whenever we end this series in the next episode, we will sell this plot of land, giving us another $140,000. So whatever we have is an investment, which is very nice. Now, where's my combine? Oh, that's all the way over here. Crap. So we're going to harvest this field, and then we're going to plow it up. So this is actually very large in comparison. So this is just the field, but it encompasses all of this. So we may end up cutting down some trees. I know eventually we're going to be on a logging map, so we'll see what we could do when it comes to that. Of course, we're going to have to probably sell all of the crop off of this and then go from there. So we'll drop it down, we'll turn it on, and we'll get to work. Let's see how much we can harvest off of this field. We're also going to see if we can invest in some generators or maybe something like that. Something that's going to make us passive income over the course of a few days. Because, of course, we're going to have to fast forward a lot of time in order to be able to harvest again. Oh, and if you didn't know, most of the base game fields, if they're at an angle like this, they should work just fine to hire a worker on. Some of you guys may know this, some of you may not, so hopefully help somebody. Actually getting a really good pull off this field, 8,800 liters already just for what we've done so far. So let's travel over here to this little guy and go ahead and get some of this straw picked up. Straw's going for decent money right now. Let's see, let's take a look. So we're looking right around $300, and it looks like the animal dealer for $2.99 per 1,000 liters. Not bad. So we'll pick up all the straw, then we will take over the grain, get that sold, or at least I think we will. I don't know, we didn't actually sell any of the stuff we did yesterday. Should we sell all that today? All right, almost done here. We'll pick up the harvester right where he leaves off. There it is. 16,000 liters. Not too bad. That should give us, what, $32,000? Something like that. It's a little bit unfortunate, really. I'm so used to having stuff like big old fields that pretty much pay for themselves after the first harvest. This one did not do that. It did not do that. Sad times. So right at the edge, we've got 293,000 liters of straw. That's pretty good. That is actually really close to $100,000. Yeah. Yo, straw is the move. Definitely a sell point that I am familiar with. I've had a lot of encounters with this sell point with stuff, but it seems that we are good to go. All right, we'll dump that out, and what do we get? 88,000. All right, not quite 100,000, but it's good enough. It's also good enough to afford a plow, which is exactly what I need. Now we need to figure out what to do with our barley. Now, the Goldcrest Valley, which is the... Let's see, Goldcrest Valley. That's the train, right? Yeah, I think that's the train. So we're not going to be using that. Johnson's Farmer's Market. This should be right over there. Yeah. And we're using our John Deere. Like I said, I've become very fond of this little John Deere. I'm loving it. So 16,000 liters, so $2,000 a liter, should give us about 32,000 liters. This is normally also the part where I would buy the grain mill. But number one, we don't have enough money to afford the grain mill. And number two, I think maybe that would be a very unwise decision. We need to make sure that our farming stuff is good to go because we have to, well, plan for the future. Ooh, but that actually brings up a very interesting point. If I buy a production chain, do I get to keep said production chain whenever I go to the next series? And I think the answer to that is yes. I don't know how I would do it, but I think the answer would be yes. Uh-oh, almost game crash. You know what? Save the game. So yeah, that's what I think. I think if I'm going to be buying a production chain, then we save it for the next series and we continue on. But we can't sell it. So if we buy it, it has to be a good one. Totally not making up the rules as I go. Caution. Rock on. This was an interesting one back in the day, trying to figure out, do we sell over there? Do we sell over there? Where do we sell? Do we sell here, 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 here? It's here. Any crops go in the grate, and everything else goes off to the side, right there. This is, yeah, different little spot. All right, 33 grand. So we're up to 127 now, so we have made back some of our money, but a lot of that came from the straw. Now that we've got everything done and it's all back over here to the main farm, let's take our 7810 here, beautiful tractor, and let's go buy a plow, because I'm going to be plowing up that entire new area. We also need to cut down some trees. There's a couple ways to do that, and I may end up having to use a mod for this because I'm not quite sure there's anything that's good enough that's a DLC to do what I want. All right, we just need a plow. Normally I would go with this one, but number one, we don't have enough power. Number two, it weighs a little bit too much. It says it weighs 3.1 tons in both configurations, which is definitely wrong. I'm assuming this version weighs a little bit less, but you never know, and I'm not taking any chances. So we're gonna go with this. It's a little bit lighter. Boom, done. And when you know it, we have zero, and I mean zero trouble moving this thing around. Yeah, I should probably fold it, but I just don't care. Ooh, we should find a car and try and hit it. Where's the car? Where's the car? Car. I'm kidding. Let's get over here. So dumb. Oh, and we need a way to cut the trees too. So of course, cutting trees down means we need a chainsaw. Well, that's actually really easy to get. We just come down here and get us a chainsaw. Can we lease one? No, we can't. All right, well, they're $1,000. I don't really care about keeping it, but we'll have it, I guess. I got a steel chainsaw. So the next part's interesting because I want to be able to sell this wood, and there's really not a good way to do that. So this is kind of the way to do it. So Yo Spawning Mods, really nice. It's a mobile wood sell point. And you just walk around with it and you sell the wood. So we get some money for it because it's placeable. I could sell it back, and then I can cut all the trees down that are on our area. So yes, most of the stuff we're using is base game. However, this is not. Should I put this like in front of the toy store so that it's like always here? Nah, we're gonna be selling it anyway. So now we need to figure out what is on our wow, that is just a hot mess, isn't it? It actually says growing, but I'm so confused. Yeah, anyway, over here, we need to figure out what is what and how's how. So we get a couple trees, big trees, etc., etc. But all the way out to the very edge, it looks like all the way down to here, we can cut. So let's do it. Deforestation by DJ. These big trees, I don't know how much money they're going to make. Should probably not cut this because it's definitely a nice place where it's not going to cause anybody any trouble whatsoever. And I don't care. Man, that took a hot minute. Boom. I'm so used to using one of Yos's other mods. I think it's like Instant Cut or something where it just cuts it instantly, which has been really nice to have. However, it also causes a few little issues here and there whenever you're actually trying to do something. To be fair, I think that's all we need to cut down over here. All these are so far down, it's not going to cause any issues. And a couple over here, but again, I don't think they're going to be bad enough to cause any issues, at least some of these larger ones that are close by. Still a few, like this little guy right here, definitely needs to be cutted. And here's what it looks like after I've cut down some of the trees. Definitely quite a few on the other side. So now all I have to do is grab a hold of this and then click the button. And then the trees delete. So we have $109,000 now. So what are we going to get? Ooh, $1,200 for that one. Oh. Well, I totally forgot to cut this tree down. It just look away like it never happened. Click. And right over here. Click. There we go. Yeah, not a lot of money for those. And a few little odds and ends over here as well. I did leave some of the trees. To be fair, not all of them. You could definitely tell was at 97, 97, 1,000, 97, 97, 1,000. Yeah, we're doing all right. There we go. There's another nice 1,000. Click it over here. Is that it? Is that all the trees I cut down? Nope, nope. There's one there. Looks like it. Yeah. All right, cool. And just because I do not have the time, we're going into the F12 menu. We're in the object fill types, bottom right, remove stumps. Click it. Yep. And it removes all the stumps. The one thing it doesn't remove is this little setup right here. So I think what I'm going to do for that is go in here to delete objects. Yep. And we're going to try and delete this. Well, it turns out the delete objects mod is not actually working for this. I wonder if I can utilize the hide. Ooh. Yeah? Nope, that didn't work. Crap, found it. All right, do I want to do that? Let's go with no real quick, because I want to see if I can actually delete this. Cannot delete it, so it's going to have to be... There we go. Oh, I did delete it. Sweet. All right, so now there should not be any collisions at all on this, and there are not, which means we can build up around it, plow over it, and be good. And get rid of this chainsaw, because I really don't need that anymore. We can also get rid of our sell point. There we go, we got that. And now all we need to do is build up over this, which I actually have no idea how I'm going to do this. I guess we'll go with a level, just kind of around it like this. Doesn't look good, but what are you going to do? And then we'll go with a soften tool, maybe overall, like this. Yeah, it's still going to show, but I think that's level enough. Yeah, that's good. Plus, we'll always be able to see where it was. Now we need to get some plowing done because I'm literally just spending way too much time on one little thing here and there. All right, drop it down, enable create fields, and go. Hopefully this can do exactly what I want it to do. First things first is to draw an outline, and I think I've got the plow facing the wrong way. Let's raise it up and then flip it. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted right there. Now I can actually drive around the entire periphery of said field where I want it to be. Oh boy. It's not doing it. Oh, because I'm too close. Huh. Didn't think that was going to be a thing. Well, nonetheless, I found where I can go, and, well, that's where we are. I think instead of yapping, it may be a good idea just to do this and get it done, so we'll see when this field's created. Yes! Looking back at it, oh yes! So now we need to figure out a few other goodies, like all those stones that are all over that field. We're going to have to get those up, so that's the next thing on the list. Then we're going to... You know, I'm looking at this. It says that it's not growing, but it says that it's wheat, but it's... I don't even know. I should probably plow that up as well, but I'm not going to. At the very least, we are going to have to run some fertilizer, so we will do that. But the next thing is going to be picking up them rocks, because we can actually take those, sell them, and make a little bit of money. So which rock picker do we go with? I think we go with this one. It's going to be a whole lot easier. As a matter of fact, there's actually... couple modified versions of these, which is super cool. And I know we said we're using base game stuff, but this is base game enough, right? It's definitely a very cool setup here. Oh, there's also one other thing that we need to do, and that's going to be getting in here and smoothing out some of this terrain. This is way too steep. So jump in, landscaping, soften, you know the story. All right, now we got it all situated. Turn it on, pick up these rocks. I did make one little mistake, this. But it doesn't exist, technically. So we're good, I think? Yeah, there it is. All right, let's go and fold up everything, take it to the rock sell point, and sell some rocks. And it's funny because I use this as my test map. It's really weird seeing this area right here not completely flat. It's been a while since I've used this, so let's see if I still remember how it goes. Oh, that was... a little bit too easy. Sell them out and see what we get. It's not going to be good, but it might be something. Yeah, 656 bucks. Yeah. Yeah, I see how that goes. Fertilizing's done. Seeding's done. And just like that, we are done with the fertilizing. You can see we still need to plow these fields, but well, that's not going to happen. Now to prepare for the winter, we're going to back around and come over here and just kind of set this right about here. And then whenever the eggs are ready, we're going to throw the eggs in the back of the truck and go sell them. Now, currently, we've got $116,000. And this is good because we can use this to make, passive income for ourselves. Because it's going to be about a year before we do anything else. What I'm going to end up doing is we're obviously starting in August and like every single map. Well, we're going to do like the first episode, 2 episodes in the first day. You could do a whole lot of stuff. But then we're going to fast forward an entire year and be in August in the second year. What that allows me to do is go in here to productions and generators and find some of these guys and place them down. And what it'll do is make us money over that year. A nice passive bit of income. It'll also give us a nice little boost so we can have some extra money. Yeah. Then once we've made the money that we needed to make over that course of the year, then we can come back and leave it be. By that I mean sell it. Yes, sell it. So I've done some math, and it looks like the things that we can afford, the large solar collector is going to be the best thing to go with, followed by the small wind turbine, and then this guy. That'll make us the most amount of money in the smallest amount of time. I think we'll be able to put down, one of these, and then maybe 2 of the other. I might also take out a loan just so we can have some extra, but yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. I don't know. We'll find out. So let's place these down. I think in the middle of the farm's going to have to be where it goes. There's really nowhere else to put it. Oh, no, wait, never mind. I forgot. I actually own everything. Or not own everything, but I can place anything down anywhere that I want. So I can actually put these wherever. Let's put them over here, like right across the road so I'll see them, but it's far enough away where I don't have to worry about it. So I've taken out a $500,000 loan. Let's see if this pays off. I don't know if it will or not, but we're gonna, I guess, find out. Oh, I can actually put this right here. Look at that. Look. It's going straight through the street lamp. All right, one more here, and then one more like right here. I think this is the last one I'll be able to afford. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So we don't have enough money for that, but I do have enough for some small wind energy. And actually, I think I've got enough for 4 of these. I think. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's place one there, and then another one. That might actually be a little bit too close. Here we go. We'll do another one there, and then one more here. Yeah, just enough just enough money for that. And I guess we've got enough money for this too. But I'm gonna keep that 10,000 in there because you never know what might happen. So there is enough to make us some extra cash over the course of the next year into the winter. Hopefully the amount of money that we have to pay back on the loan doesn't negate this. Also, you know what I'm thinking? We should be able to pay back the loan in less than the year, which might be really, really cool. So overnight we paid $1,666 in our loan interest, and we have didn't expect that. I forgot that these things turn. And we've made $11,000 in our solar panels. So these are ridiculous. So that also means that this is absolutely terrifying. So I have no idea what happened through here. Today's goal is to get these weeds out of here. We've also got our solar panels and our windmills over here, wind turbines, rocket rolling, looking good. So we made about $20,000 overnight, which is fantastic. We're going to take a few of that. Actually, I think we made more, less. I don't know. I don't think we bought the weeder yet. So we're going to have to go do that. Get all these weeds out of here. And then fast forward some time. If you mentioned or missed the last one, if you missed the last video, we harvested a new field and got all kinds of stuff. And overnight we got some eggs. Where'd you come from? Hey, stay in there. We also have, right here. So we need a weeder, and I figure we'll go probably with this one. It's from DLC. It's from the premium expansion, so that's from Zelonka. It's the cheapest 6-meter one that we've got. There's another one where we could actually have seeders with it, but I don't know if these work without seed, and I'm nervous. I also don't really want to spend 18 grand. I feel like 6,500 is more than enough because I'm going to hire a worker anyway. There we go, 23,000, which means we could come in here and pay off a little bit of that loan that we had. There we go. 480,000. So we paid off 20 there. The more we pay off, the less we pay every day. So it's important that every day we pay off a little bit of that loan. We're not going to be able to pay it all back in a year. Actually, no, it should take us less than 10 months to pay it back. Should. Although $20,000 in a month, that only adds up to $200,000. I think I did my math wrong. If you missed it, we took a big old field and we plowed it up. There's a bunch of birds in there. They're eating all the seed. We got that all full, ready to go, so that is nice. And then over here, one thing I need to double check. What is everything? How many, or what field, or wheels, sorry, all tires and tracks. Sweet. Man, I tell you what, I am out of it. I've been hanging out with my family this afternoon, and man, I'm everywhere. Well, we're a wild and crazy bunch, let me tell you what. All right, bring it here. Oh, I forgot about that part where it just tears everything outside the field right up. Can we hire an owner worker? Yes, we can. Go, go, go. Rock and roll. Probably gonna free that guy up a little bit. Slow it down. Not too bad. There you go. Cool. Now we can keep an eye on him here. Let's see, needs plowing. We'll go ahead and turn that off, and we'll be able to take a look and just follow along and see. So our workers coming here. Actually, the weeds are really, really high. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do this myself. This ain't gonna take long at all. A couple things I have found out. Number one, I do not like this weeder. Mainly because it's a weeder. Number two, it didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. It brought them down to partial weeds, and they would still be growing. So we're gonna trade it out. So we sold it, reimbursed ourselves, and the fields are now the way I want them. I hated that it just like tore up the sides of the fields too. Not what I'm going for here, not what I'm going for at all. So I think for now, all field work is good, with the exception of a few things. So taking a look at this at the bottom left, we've got needs lime, needs plowing, needs rolling. Well, rolling and plowing ain't gonna happen, but lime might be able to happen. We're gonna go with this little Cavernaland spreader for that. Also, this does mean as well that we could probably sell the fertilizer spreader that we have. It would definitely save us some money. However, I'm kind of saving up for something else. As a matter of fact, I could probably just sell them all now and go with this. So this is a pretty cool piece. This is from the Kubota equipment pack. I really like this. I know it's not base game or DLC, but we did get a Kubota DLC. You know what? I'm buying it. So after moving some money around, selling things, and taking out another loan just to pay it back almost immediately, we now have our spreader, which will do solid fertilizer and lime. We got a lime in here, so let's go lime the fields and see if it works. I have no idea. First stop, this field. Will it do lime? Nope. Well, I ruined that, didn't I? Okay, well, after all of those multiple failures, how's about we do this? We're gonna go to bed. And we're going to fast forward through some time. Every day in game, I'm going to pay off some of the loan. In a year, it's going to be more than enough time for us to be able to plow stuff, or not plow stuff, but have it. I don't think the crops are going to be withering because I don't have anything like that turned on. So, hey, we will see you in a year, August. Did I say a year? I meant November. Currently working on everything. However, quickly, the chickens are going to run out of food. So I have gone, taken the 2,000 liters of oats that we had, sold them to the grain mill, then going over to the store and bought a random amount of wheat out of a buying station. Although I will say, November in Farm Sim is very beautiful. And if it matters, we paid off $50,000 on our loan, which is great news. Now I'm gonna go feed these chickens. We're gonna go back to hibernating. Yeah, that's it. Well, here we are back in August again. And you wanna know something really funny? So these things right here, very interesting with these little guys. It says $8,928 a month. Cool. Perfectly fine. Awesome. Well, with the math that I was able to do, we should be able to pay for this in 10.5 months. Or 10.8. It's like 10-ish months. No. See, what we've done is we haven't been able to pay for it. I paid back half the loan in a whole year. Half of it. This was not a money-making venture. It's going to take another year just to break even. I mean, yeah, I have made money, but You don't want to take out a loan and pay it back in 2 years. Yeah, that's a bad thing. So let's make a little bit of money. How's about that? We are going to have to sell some eggs. We also need to sell some, well, I've been selling chickens like a madman. As a matter of fact, do we have some more ready? Yes, we do. Select them, sell them. There you go, another 88 bucks. I've been selling all the baby chickens because there ain't no reason to keep them. Well, because we're not taking them with us. We will take y'all, though, because y'all are doing great. Strap them down and ready to go. Now, big question here is going to be, where do we sell these? Well, you're not going to believe this. The fast food restaurant is the best price right now. And funny enough, well, bam, that's right across the street. This is perfect. If I'd have known that, I would have just put the chickens... Oh, boy. Oh, don't crash. If I'd have known that, I would have just put the chickens right over here and let it sell automatically. Now, prices are great. $4,200 per 1,000 liters. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish? Like 20 grand, something like that? Man, that's pretty good money right there. So we're going to sell all these and see what we can get. So in 1 year, we were able to make $35,000 in eggs. The total investment was like half that, if not less than half. So that tells me chickens are a good use of our money and time. Yeah, we may not make a whole lot of money right off the bat, but guess what? I mean, that's a pretty good amount of money. Yeah, all right. So there's that. Again, in 1 year, we've got our solar panels, so let's sell those. After it's all said and done, I think we're... that's a lot of money. That's pretty good. $653,000. That's really, really good in passive income. So now we're going to go through and just pay off the rest of our loan and see what that leaves us with. Should be a pretty decent amount. Yeah, $403,000. So that's... what do we have? 100,000 before them. So we profited about $300,000 over the year. Maybe about 250, closer to 250, 300 with chickens. Not bad. So with this, we've got a few fields to hit, and I think I'm gonna start with the very one that we just created. Yeah, it's one of those words. No productions or anything like that. We are going to go straight on with it. So we're going to harvest all of our fields, all 4 of them. We're going to take that and sell it. So we've got our straw. We're going to sell the straw. We've got our wheat. We're going to sell the wheat. And I don't know. I might sell our placeables too. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. If we don't sell the placeables, there's a good chance that we finish with like 1 harvester and 1 extra tractor at the end of the 18 episodes. I don't want to do that. And in we go. Straw swath enabled. There it is. Love it. This is going to be a very interesting field, not only to harvest, but maybe come back through and figure out. I was a little not weirded out. It's an odd shape. It's a really odd shape. And yes, though we created it, it was I don't know. I think if I had to go back, I'd probably change up a few things. It's weird. Did you see it from above? Have you seen this? You heard about this? Look at this field. Looks like a weird Florida, but turned around the other way. So, yeah. I've done better. I've done much better. You know, I really don't want to call it before it's, while it's too early. But something tells me that this harvest is going to be great. Look at this. 5,200 liters already, and we haven't even finished this first pass yet. It's going to be 55. There it is. Almost 56 before we even did the whole pass. So it's going to be 10,000 probably after we finish the second pass. Maybe a little bit less. And then we hired on a worker, baby. Yeah, that's a good amount of money right there. We already got $10,000, almost $11,000 worth of grain in here. Ooh, let's go. So I'm going to run 3 passes, but check this out. Look at this. It's growing right through it. Do you guys remember this thing? Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Alrighty. 15,000 liters later, we have finished our couple passes of said field. Now we've got to start running this. So what I've done is I've cut in here. This should allow us to, I don't know, run a couple straight passes with these. And I'm just hiring a worker so that it's at least uniform at the end of the day. But I'm turning them around on my own because I can do that about 4 times faster than the worker can. And complete. There we go. There's the last bit of straw. Perfect. So So now that we've done that, you may say, oh, I'm just going to cut in right there and hire a worker. No. See, if I do that, the worker's not going to do it right, because they do really well coming back on themselves, but not whenever they're going the other way. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come around here, and I'm going to cut straight down here, and then just kind of metal that all by myself, and then we'll come back, and then hire the worker, and the worker will be able to do the rest of that just in time for us to be able to go get a, well, we don't really need a cart, do we? But to go get something to pick up all the straw with. This is the only field that we have to babysit on. The other 3 are going to be fine. All we got to do is hire a worker, and they'll do the whole thing for us, no problem. Just like this. How cool is that? A couple things we can start thinking about or maybe talking about is upgrades. So, yes, this harvester's been fine, and also, yes, harvesting's like the one thing that we do the most. So do we buy another one? No. I think we're going to have to upgrade at some point. I think I've got a really good idea of which one I want. It's going to be something very similar, a base game piece, because, again, I don't think we got any combine harvesters in any of the DLCs, which is insane considering we got about 1 million tractors, of which, no offense, but I don't think many people use them. So, there's that. All right, I'll stop. Here's the part. Here it is. I'm going to hire a worker just to watch it go over it. Look at that. I wish that those had not been there, because if you're not on PC, I don't know any way to delete those. There might be a way, but I have no idea what it would be. So, hey, for the next game, can we just not put those in there? Is that cool? Yeah. Let's not have those. I don't think any other map uses those anyway, especially in the middle of an area. And we're done. There you go. So all the work, or all the areas where I couldn't hire a worker, we got about 20,000 liters. Now I can finally hire a worker and let him go and do their thing right here. The reason I'm hiring here is because when they come back, they can actually go into the field this way instead of trying to go a little far out and catch the corner. So hopefully that works. Let's go get something to pick up the straw. I don't know if you know this, but there's a nice little like quick path between the main farm and this field right here. If you've never used it, hey, definitely check it out. Certainly helps a lot. Let's come around here and let's get working. Drop it down. Turn it on. Go. Ooh, it looks like the harvester's done. Yeah, 28,000 liters off of this one field. You know what? That's pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good indeed. So we'll try and skip around this little fence right here and hire him up on a worker on the other side. Now this coming field is kind of difficult, so might run one pass on either side. Eventually we'll be able to just kind of fly through. And also the fields, if I remember correctly, in the next map are even bigger. Oh, I can't wait. Let's go, man. Let's go. So the combines over here, we actually ran a really interesting set of paths. Went around the entire set and then hired him up on 46. Figured that was probably good. And it looks like he's coming back on the last pass of 46 now. Is it the last one? Nah, he's got one more. He'll be all right. So we're going to come through, keep picking up all this straw again. This is all for selling. Getting close to finishing up this field right here. And yeah, it doesn't really take very long to finish up fields, does it? Hopefully, the further along we get, the more we'll be able to harvest and the bigger fields we'll be able to afford. I mean, I think we're doing okay right now, so that's great news. And got it. So we'll empty that out. Straw drops out. Very good. We're 38,000 liters right now, which give us close to $80,000. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Hey, I would say who knows, but we'll find out very, very shortly. One more field to go. We're picking up all the straw as well. Drop it down. And hire worker. There it is. How much we got over here? 156. Almost 157,000 liters of straw. Yeah, that's pretty good. Although it's not going to give us a massive amount of money. We're only getting about $300, maybe a little bit less per 1,000 liters right now. Yeah, we're not going to get rich off straw. And we're done. There's harvest. That's it. I didn't have enough money to buy anything else. So there we are. I probably could have done a whole lot more within that year. I mean, I think this stuff was ready to harvest in like April or something like that. We definitely could have done this earlier, but I think going the full year, at least it simulates something. And generally, every 10 episodes or so in a Let's Play that I do, That also equals about a year. So, yeah. Fast forward in time. There you go. And now we get to selling. First one's going to be down here at the South Valley Biomass. This is where we're taking our straw. It's paying a little bit better down here. See, right there. What is it paying again? $304,000? Yeah, that's pretty good. Not $304,000. $340 for 1,000 liters. Still better than nothing, I guess. So we get a little 3, 2, 1 action, and then it starts to sell, and there's our money. 51 grand. And now our only thing left to do is going to be to deliver all of the wheat that we just harvested and sell it. Now, this is one of those times where I'm like, ooh, do we sell it? Or do we take it to the oil mill? Do we take it to the grain mill, sell it to the grain mill, and then trick the grain mill, and then buy the grain mill, then take the grain that we sold to the grain mill, and then buy the bakery and make bread with the flour? I don't think so. But man, do I want to. One of my favorite things to do is to fly through Field 11 like I own it. Love it, man. I love it. Looking at things, I think maybe I'm going to avoid buying the grain mill now. That seems like something that we need to do at the beginning part of a series so that we can actually get things out of it within that year. Maybe not on the last day. So we'll dump this out. We'll get this sold. And then, yeah, I think we're going to go and sell the base game buildings. Why not, right? It's extra money. Gives us a little bit extra boost moving forward. So 90 grand there. First things first, let's go ahead and sell the land that we got from New Farmer, or past New Farmers. There's another $140,000. I really want to sell these because you get good money for that. There's $76,000. There's another $89,000. This right here, I guess that's nothing, huh? Maybe this building is just something. Yeah, 38, and the house 115. I mean, yeah, cheating, but so. What do you expect, man? It gives us a leg up and allows us to buy some more equipment quickly. And so here's where we are. We are millionaires, but only just $1,862,000. Everything that you see here is going to be placed down elsewhere, minus these seeds. They're gonna get out of here. Can we throw this at the combine and make it fall in there? Let's see. Yay! Fail. All right, so that's where we are now. We've got all of our equipment. Actually, I'm gonna go around. So all of this should fall. Yeah, all of it should fall. So all you gotta do is flick around to it. So that brings us to here. Yay! We are going to make our way over. You can turn off. Please turn off. There we go. Welcome to Hot Baylor or Hot Baylor on for Farm Sim 22. This is the farewell tour, and we have started episode number 4, which is technically series number 2. If you're unfamiliar with the basic premise of the series, make sure you go back and check out episode number 1 from Elm Creek. But pretty much in the series, we're traveling from all 3 of the base game maps and all 3 of the DLC maps. Each one gets 3 episodes, and we're taking money and equipment from one map to the other. That way we don't lose our progress, and it's kind of like 18 episodes of a Let's Play. It just changes every 3. And speaking of, here is all the stuff that we started with all the way back on Elm Creek. And we've even got the amount of money as well, $1 million. So I think what we should probably do is buy something. First stop is combines. We're going to come over here and sell this guy just straight up immediately, because we're going to buy something else. Here's what we're going with, but this is only one part of the process. I'm actually a little bit worried right now. I'm not sure if this will fit over the bridge because I want to buy a bale. And I am looking at this now going, I think this header's way too big for this bridge. And what if a car comes? The header's perfectly sized for the bridge. Very nice. I don't know why I'm going over here now, but I want to buy this. It's massive. It's a great field. It's going to give us plenty of money. Get out of here, signs. Ha ha. Yes. All right. So a couple things that I want to accomplish by the end of this series. So these are some goals that I'm setting. I want to buy, where is it? The grain mill. Yes, you heard me right. This is mine. I want to buy it. Also, I want to create a vineyard for us to harvest the last thing, because the vineyard, turn that off. Vineyard stuff was created for kind of this map-ish, so I want to use some of it. And I want to replace at least one, or maybe just add 2 our tractors. Anybody else? Oh, I was going to say, anybody else run on the side of that, but yeah, not me. So we got both of these guys right here. If I go down into our used stuff, I didn't see any used equipment that I could manage earlier. Like a T6, but I don't know, there's not enough power. So basically, these are the tractors that we've got. In the meantime, why don't we go ahead and hire this up on a worker and see what we can get done. Taking a look here, it looks like this is fine. And to be honest, I think we could probably do the entire thing without any issues. So yeah, why don't we do that? I'm just gonna hire a worker and hopefully it does it all. Actually, you know what? It's not. It's not gonna do it all at all. At all? Yeah, I take back what I said. There's no way he's going to be able to turn around on his own down here. So I'm going to run a couple passes to help. This may be one of those where we run 3. I don't know. I feel like 3's probably too many. Yeah, never mind. It's going to have to be 3. It's just is what it is. So here we are right now. We've got a decent amount in here already. 7,000 liters. Not bad. What I'm going to do is we're going to come right back over here one more time. And then we need to go up and down this area at least once, maybe 3 times. I think 3 is probably too many. But we need to go up and down there at least once so that our guy right here has got plenty of room to turn around. Yeah, it turns out I did 3 passes through there. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to finish this up and then hire on a worker one more time, hopefully to finish this field up. Let's go get something to cart. Well, one of the things I forgot to do was to get my trailer back. So I've got my trailer back. I've reimbursed myself for it. And I got another one. Because what's better than 1? 2. Well, at least when it comes to trailers. Oops. Well, I was going to do 3 passes at the top, but I totally forgot that I had a combine working. I guess we're doing 5. Only wasted a little bit of time. And we need to pick up all this straw on the ground. So we're going to rock with this. One of the cool things is we should make a lot of money. We're going to be doing my little hack where I sell everything and then buy the grain mill. So, yeah. I mean, you expected it, right? Come on. A lot of progress has been made on this build since we last saw you guys. Taking a look at it, we've got some bits at the end missing, but what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Also, looking through this, I've realized that I'm pretty sure my seeder's a little bit too small. Either that or I'm going to have to seed it off screen and just hit a button and let it go. I think I could edit the video, upload it, and cry to myself to sleep in the time it would take to see this with what we've got currently. Cool. A lot of oats have come off of this field, and this isn't the only oat field that we've got. We've also got one of these over here. Come on. You know you want to. Right there. Field 40s. We're going to have to go over there next. I'm looking at this. One thing I'm probably not going to use on the main farm is a silage pit. So let's sell it. There's really no reason to keep that. And that's an extra, what was that? $25,000? Money. Yeah. All right, we'll see what we can get a hold of through here. I think I'm going to run 2 passes around the entire field, and then we're going to go make our first sell of the day, I think. Well, with the combine harvester I had, these fields looked big. I'm taking a step back. These fields are not as big as I thought they were. And there it is. That is the end of oat harvest, which is quite exciting. We're not very far into this series. We can already sell. All right, so I've decided I'm not going to do that yet. Let's go through, let's dump this into our silo and hang on to it because we're going to take everything all at once. So that means working, and we're actually going to take this dude and go in and hire him up again. I did a little bit of work on the barley field, but yeah, there's not much going on here, let's be fair. Also, for the chickens, I think all of the wheat in that field over there, I think it's going to the chickens. I may have gotten a little bit, I wanted to do it now, so I just took over. I didn't do great. Nice. You dump it in here and be good to go. Now with chickens, I would like to expand a little bit more on the chickens. So I think one of the things, because they're like breeding every 2 days, and I could make a lot of chickens. And they'll give us a lot of eggs. And the more chickens, the more eggs, but the more that they eat. So I think the thing is going to be take the wheat and just let them eat it all. Let them have it and just get over it. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, congratulations, chickens. You win. Now, let's see how this works out for me. I tried to do it to where whenever I did the pass, it just kind of worked. And I actually think that worked really well. I'm surprised. Well, I feel like 20,000 liters is probably too much for chickens, but you know what? They made me some good money in the last series, so little chickens, love ya. Here's some num food. Not getting any for another year, so enjoy it. And here's the end of it. That's the end of harvest. Goodness gracious, man, oh man. 795,000 liters of straw. Whew. Let's head up to field 15 and get this thing dumped. So this should be pretty good. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I feel like it's going to be over $200,000. It should be a good amount of money. Come on, keep it going. Show me that money. 239. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on. This happened with the last series as well. You see, like I'm driving over this. I think I've got some kind of weird thing going on with this, because if I go to this, it's showing that it was wheat. But if I seed over this, if I use a direct drill, it don't work. Like it pretends that that's not a field. So I'm not sure what's up with wheat fields, but I say we don't do it again. Also, I don't know why this thing thinks that I'm gonna keep forage around, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I never have. And this thing over here, agua. And now the fun part begins. We've got a bunch of barley in here. We've got a bunch of oats. So 36,000 liters of barley, 88,000 liters of oats. Oats are going first, and you know exactly where we're going. Right here to the grain mill. Tag a place. So let's do it. As you guys know, this is how we cheat and cheat some mo. Basically, you deliver everything to whatever production chain you're going with. And I said we should do this at the beginning of the series. And it worked out perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we're going to get this sold. And then we're going to go over there and get the barley and do the same thing. There we go. There's $171,000. Nice. Actually, I'm looking at the money right now. We're almost back up to $1 million. All right, go. And there's another 133,000. Barley sell. Yes, please. Thank you very much. And then we'll go over there and see if we can cheat a little bit. Actually, I don't remember where the front door is. Oh, found it. Nice, 73. And now we buy it. We made a lot of money off of this thing. So we're going to buy the grain mill. Got it. And there's our barley. And there's our oats. I love that I can do this. It's a game mechanic, man. What do you want me to do? All right. So flour is set to spawning right now. And it's going to appear over here. We're going to get quite a bit of this. Now, here's another game plan. We are going to take all the flour and we're going to try and collect it as much as we can. Find some way to load it. Base game stuff really doesn't help in this case. I'll show you what I'm going to use. And then at the end of the series, we'll sell it. Also, if you missed, we are going to continue to have a grain mill. It's kind of the way I play, and I love it. So grain mills will continue through the entire rest of the series. If there's not a grain mill on the map, we will get one and place it down, and I will have it. This right here is what we are going to use for our stuff. Yeah. Bring this over here. Put it about, yeah, that should work. And now it will auto-load all of our goodies for us. At least it should. Bam. Just like that. Definitely not a Giants mod or anything like that, but you know what? It's about the easiest thing for us. So we're going to put that there. And then once the time comes, we could throw it in the back of this, or strap it down to something, and then sell it. But that's going to be on the last day. The interesting part about the way that this is going to be handled is we're actually going to be going through and doing maybe some different harvests for the rest of this. I got some ideas. Like I said, we're going to do some vineyard stuff, and we're going to do a few other things as well. Something different. Maybe push us outside of our comfort zone a little bit. So that field over there, I don't know, it's did lines and stuff all around it. So I did get something that is going to help us a little bit. So I'm going to drop this right about That's perfect. Cut across this dude's field. Found it. We are going to have to fix this thing. Repair it. Yep, there we go. Could care less about repainting it. I don't even know what I got. It's a Governland. It's a cultivator. Yep. I didn't look to see how much power it needed. I probably should have done that. Oh, it's real heavy. That's for sure, and it's about as long as my tractor is. How's about we go into the store here and take a look at whatever I bought? Oh, it's a subsoiler. Cool, even better. Oops. I was so excited about getting a hold of a plow, or not plow, get a hold of some. How much power does this require? I'm not going to be able to power this. 250? Ooh, DjGoHam made a mistake. So we may end up having to go with something like this. So this is the John Deere 8R series, as you may be familiar with. And, well, it's on sale right now. That's the Giants version, so it's not a mod. And it's $171,000. It's 39% off. I feel like this would probably be a good tractor to lead us through to the rest of the series. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff to it. Lots of wheels and tire options. But I just kind of want BKT, say wheel weights? I don't want wheel weights. I'm quickly learning that I don't have a choice. So, BKT wheel weights it is. We're going to go with a US version. That looks silly. EU it is. And then we're going to stick with that. Placement, we're going to go no plate because, well, of course we are. Is that it? Is that everything? Ooh, not the 410. We don't need that much power yet. Ooh, variables. Yeah, CVT. That's what I want. Now, it being a big old boy, we're going to have to go get ourselves a big old boy weight here, too. And this is my favorite one to go for, the 1800. I don't know why, I just like it. Also, yes, I go zoom across all of this after I buy something. So this is going to be our tractor for the subsoiler that I bought for whatever reason and didn't pay any attention to. So let's grab it, send it in the field, and let it do something with all of that so that I don't have to cheat and it can actually run. This is the biggest tractor I've ever used for such a small implement. Sorry, little dude. It'll also seed as well, but I don't really have anything I needed to seed. Just go do your job. Ah, crap, rocks. I'll take care of those later. As for everything else, let's do this. Let's move our seeder here for whatever reason. I'm still using it. It's absolutely tiny. I would love to get something that's maybe twice the size, but we're going to have to deal with it for now. And then let's grab our fertilizer spreader, and it should be set to fertilizer. It is, and that's what I need. I think I could actually hit this whole field first. Yeet! Wow, that went real slow, real fast. Let's speed that up a little bit. I'm going to hit all of our fields, and we're going to solid fertilize every darn one of them. Looking good, looking good. This field is going to take forever. I have no idea why it does that on wheat fields, but hey, I'm not going to worry about it too much more going past this. So now is fertilizing time. Let's get all this taken care of. You notice we've got a lot of money saved up right now. That's $641,000. That is going to go towards doing vineyard stuff. It's also going to be saved. However, speaking of saving, there is one thing that I may pick up as like a just in case, because it went on sale. This thing, the Komatsu 931. So this is a mod. This is not base game. However, we do kind of have a 931. We have the X, and if we go down, we have the 951. That's not a 951. There we go. That's the 951. So we have something very similar from DLCs. So I might go with it. It's going to be cheaper. I mean, this is, was that $435,000, and the one down here's $197,000. I would almost be crazy not to get this. I did it. I bought it. I'm not proud of myself, but you know what? 'Tis mine. Oh yes. I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna park it over here, and hope that I don't forget that I have that. A couple more little odds and ends to take care of. I need lime, so we're gonna have to kick all of this solid fertilizer out of here. I don't really know where to put it. I'm gonna try and put it here. It should go out to the sides. Okay, there's some. And I'm just gonna kind of keep hitting it. There we go. All right. So now we need something to load out another product. So we'll bring this around here. That's good. Container, and then we'll use this. There's quite a few different things that can be used in this situation. This is my favorite. And plus I'm actually paying for the stuff. So you should be proud of me. Normally I just cheat this stuff in. And just so we're clear, there's the lime. And no, I'm not happy about how much it cost. But I did it. Now I'm gonna go lime all the fields. Yay! And now we gotta do this part. We gotta go get up all of these rocks. Now the good thing is, because of the way this is kind of set, I can actually hire a worker on this. Unfortunately, he's gonna catch up to the subsoiler much faster than he normally would. So this is where we're at. This is what we got. This is what this looks like. As you can see, we got our seed bed going, cultivated, etc. Actually, it is showing cultivated. Is this a cultivator? I should have just used this. I really hope that this actually fixes everything, because I have no idea why it decided to do things the way that it did. But you know what? I don't have to worry about it anymore. Everything's cool. We are good. So I purchased this subsoiler, so I may as well keep it. I didn't purchase the rock picker-upper. I ain't got enough money to spend on rock picker-upper and stuffs yet. Eventually we will, so don't worry about that. Let's see, we'll drop that off. Yeah, all right. Really don't need that tractor for anything else. Oh, I got a seed. Well, I don't know what's going in what, so we'll have to figure that out maybe tomorrow. Where is this? There we go. 2,000 liters of stones, which will give us a nice $14.28, which is great news. And hire him up on a worker, let him finish up this field, and dunzo. Sweet, fold it up, and let's take this stones and get rid of them. I don't remember. And like right over here, isn't there a stone? Yeah, debris crusher right there beside field 27. Not the easiest thing to get to. You have to drive through a field to get in it, but it works, so whatever. Let's drop this. We'll see how much money we get. Again, I'm saying it's gonna be close to nothing. Well, actually a couple $100, $347. Not bad. So we return that. We are left with a tractor and a weight, and we are good. So between now and the next time that you guys see me, I'm going to go ahead and fertilize these fields. We'll get rid of the lime that's in here, and oh boy, it's gonna be a lot of work. I think the next one's gonna be a lot of seeding and planting and all kinds of just wild, crazy, and fast stuff. Probably not very big equipment though. We need to get like every tractor we've got on a seeder ASAP. We've got a bunch of fields all around us ready to be seeded. Now the original plan was to come through here and just do a massive seed, just all the stuff, everything. But I don't know if I'm gonna go that crazy, but I do have a couple ideas. Option number one, the horse avatar. This requires a decent amount of horsepower. However, we have that horsepower in our 8R now, so we could go with this. Or we could take a note from where we started the series, which was with this guy. Matter of fact, you can see at the bottom left, we still own one. We could go here. This is bigger, so instead of 12, it's 15 meters through its same horsepower, and I can turn the fertilizer off because I'm doing all the fertilizing on my own, and it's got BKT tires. So this may be the options. 200 grand, leaving us with about $130,000 extra on top of all of that, which is good because we're going to need that money. And the reason do we need that money is because we are going to be doing vineyard work. Oh, yeah. So vineyards were a brand new thing for Farm Sim 22, and most people did vineyard work here on Hot Aileron. I know I'm saying it wrong, doing it on purpose. So I think that gives us a really good time to see how it was. Do it, I haven't really done any since then. So yeah. And to be fair, most of the stuff's not too expensive. We can use our existing sprayer if we skip a row. We can also use our own trailer because, well, it'll hold grapes. And we already now have a subsoiler. So yeah, I mean, it could work. It could definitely work. The only thing is the harvester's pretty expensive, so we may need to lease it. Also, we don't have a vineyard tractor, so I think the idea is going to be to plant vines like normal, set them all up, but then go back behind and delete every other row. I think that's kind of the move here. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. Vineyards aren't crazy cheap. They're not crazy expensive either. We're doing grapes. We're not doing olives. Olives are more expensive, and I don't know. Ain't nobody got time for that, I guess. So it turns out that this thing will still do fertilizer. Even with it turned off, it just started filling it up. I was like, oh no! Let's see. Can we pull forward, start filling? Still fills with fertilizer. $3,800. No! There we go. Finally, I just cheat the seeds in. So just $1,000 a seed, I guess. I don't know. For my troubles. Sure. So taking a look at what we've got, what we did, and where we are now. So beforehand, we did crops that were going to be super beneficial to us when it came to our mill up here. If you missed it, we bought this guy, the grain mill. And we filled it up with barley and oats, because of course we did. And it's spawning it currently. So we don't need to be doing wheat or barley or oats. We could do canola. That's a good idea. And soybeans. I think those are going to kind of be the move here because we'll make more money from them. So why don't we do soybeans on the big field right here, and then we could throw canola in these fields over here. The game plan was to buy another field somewhere. Like, that'll work real nice. Farmland number 9, field 34. It's not too far away, plus it's right beside of an area that we own. See, railroad, lime station, rent the train. Nah, don't like that. Kind of want to take or put something somewhere near the grape processing unit, although it also sells at the farm shop. However, the grape processing unit sells for more. So, less distance to travel? Yeah, you guys are right. That's a dumb idea. We'll do it somewhere else. So for now, we focus on the beans of soy. And yeah, I got fast farming turned on. Come at me, bro? I don't know. We are probably going to end up having to do 2 passes around this whole field, just so the worker has enough room to turn around. My guess, they're going to try and go up this mountain right here. Well, let's find out and see what they do. Yep, told you. So if we give dummy number 1 some room to turn around, maybe it won't be so bad. I'm thinking that this should give them enough room to turn around. We'll take a look at the field so you guys can see what I have done. There you go. And workers hired. Sweet. Now we need to run around, see if we can find ourselves. I totally forgot that I bought that. That's great. Let's see. There's my little seeder over there. Let's trade this fertilizer spreader out for another little itty bitty seeder, and then we'll start working on our vineyard, because that's gonna take up a little bit of time. Mainly because I don't really know a whole lot about what I'm doing. I mean, I know exactly what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is vineyard work. Yep. That was easy. Hire them up, let them go. Canola, canola, canola. Rock and roll, baby. All right. Where in the world? Wasn't that a different crop a second ago? Where in the world are we going to be putting our vineyard? I'm guessing somewhere cheap, but I also think maybe putting it somewhere that's around or near our farm is a good idea. This could work. Field 15. We also have field 17 over here. I want to put it somewhere where we're not going to be causing any trouble. I think field 17 is probably the way to go here. Field 17, we'll come around here, is actually another field. I think it's like parsnips. Yeah, red beet. There you go. It is growing, which is very tough. And I don't really feel like standing around and hitting that field with a cultivator just to demolish everything. So here's what we do. We say, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll go into here, set the ground type, set this to cultivated. Bam. Done. I think to make things a little bit easier, we're going to go with the cheap olive and grape mod. Yeah, it's cheaper. Come on, man. So here's what we've got. We have our field set up. Actually, I'm going to take this field and make the lines go the other way. Set field ground, cultivated, and then where's the angle? 90 degrees? I guess I could have done 270. There we go. That looks good. Cool, 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 cool. So now we can, I guess, buy it. I didn't think about that part. Bam, bam, bam. Gotcha. And we can also now go into our productions, orchards, and we got some cheapy boys. Yeah, all right. So the idea, I think, is to set up this entire field with these and then delete every other row. Yeah, that's the idea. Because it'll only let me go so close together. However, you can only do 1 row at a time, which is fine, but yeah, it's a problem. Does that say free? Yeah, that didn't take any money out. If I don't tell, you won't, all right? Let's just keep doing it, and then we got to go delete half of them. Ugh. Actually, we don't really need to delete half. We just need to delete like one every now and then because we have to get in here and fertilize. And unless I use the base game stuff, which is going to take forever, but we could use some of the modded stuff that I've got from base game. Make it a little bit faster. Actually, do I have any modified stuff for vineyard work? I don't know if I do or not. Well, I've got good news. I stepped away to have I stepped away to have dinner, and yeah, it's done. We're done. Yeah, this field's done anyway. There's only one more field to do. There's two. They're small. I'm not even going close to finishing up the vineyard yet, but I'm gonna jump on a limb here. Off a limb. And say that my worker did a really bad job. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. He actually did pretty good up here other than that little area right there. But yeah, we're gonna fix this. And we're just gonna go straight across. Also, it looks like it's fertilizing for some reason. Maybe it's just the different ways. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Yep, that just fertilized it. Don't know how that happened, but I'm not going to complain. What I am going to do, however, is go over this bit, and I'm just going to do like one pass with this. Hopefully I don't hit that many trees. Doesn't even have to be neat or clean. I just want to go around. Ooh, missed that, didn't I? I just want to go around here so that the other workers got a little bit of time, because I got vineyard work to do, man. Back to it! All right, where were we? Productions, orchards. Oy, 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 oy. And I think this is it. There we go. All right. Full field, ready. And I do find it interesting that one of these workers over here is like, I'm going to do the whole thing. Yeah, I'm just going to do this myself. It's a whole lot easier if I just run the whole thing. So I'm pretty sure I know why there's fertilizer in here, or rather how it's fertilizing, because I accidentally filled some of it up with fertilizer earlier. Watch this. Go right over it. Fertilizer. Huh. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, look at this. This whole field's fertilized. So weird. Okay, a couple things. It needs to be plowed, however, and probably rolled as well. Nope, just our other fields. Probably not going to happen. We do not own a roller right now. So the only thing it needs is plowing. Not likely going to happen, but it does need to be fertilized. So we got to figure out how to do that. I don't know if this tractor can fit. And I don't think that the ends can, well, just watch. Yeah, that's what happens. It gets stuck. That's what I was saying. Every once in a while, we're going to have to delete a row. I have a very scientific and not weird at all way to do this. All right. So now all we have to do is count how many rows it hit and then delete twice that on either side. Got it. It can effectively do 6 rows one way and the other. So on the ends, I'm going to cut out 6 so that we can reach. Actually, we don't even need to do that. We just cut out 12 and I'll just run her along on the end right here. Yeah, it was actually a much better way to do this if I just figured this part out. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm still not quite sure what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna start with the 6 in because it's not gonna, the math doesn't work. I've got it. So we do have to go through and fertilize on this side, but you see we've cut 2 rows in the middle. Basically, that allows me to run here. I can hit the 6 in, and then we'll come around the other side, and we'll do this. Yep, I'll keep you and show you guys the whole thing. It's brilliant-ish. Not really. Also, I understand this is not a vineyard sprayer. Very aware. Doesn't matter. It still works just fine. It works exactly the same. And we'll come through here, and we're hitting everything side to side, and then we'll come around the other side, and the whole field will be done. So we've created these little channels here for us to fertilize in, and it works. All we got to do is come through here, I don't know, what, the next time around, and then we're done. This is probably something a lot of you have been doing, but I don't really do vineyards. That's it. That's it. That's pretty cool. We do have a little bit of fertilizer to do on one of the fields, but well, it's kind of it, actually. There's not a whole lot more other than that. We do need to keep an eye on a few things, and any money that we've got, we're going to try and invest in some stuff that'll make us money. I have an idea. Last time we did this, we ended up having to, pay back some stuff. And we're probably going to end up doing the same thing here. I am going to take out a solid $500,000 loan And we're going to invest in some passive income. There we go, $500,000. Nice. Another thing, do real quick, check on the chickens, because I really don't pay attention to these things too much. They are going to be making some babies here soon. Take a look. Bam, there you go. They've got plenty of food, at least right now. If they double, we'll still have enough food, but if they quadruple, and we're going to be running a little bit low. So I'm thinking triple? No. Yes. It's like every 2 months they have babies, and then after 6 months, those chickens can start making eggs. So the idea is if I can triple my numbers, but not triple them anymore after that, I should be okay. Boy, I hope. As for the $500,000 loan, for whatever reason, we're going to go big with it. Yeet. Big time yeet. The thing is, I'm only going to be able to put 3 of these down, so we will put 3 of them down, and then from there, I think we'll have to put a few other things. So there's 1. Oh no, I put down the wrong thing. Crap. I wasn't paying attention. No, it's all right. We want to put those down as well, because we're going to have to fill the space. So here's another, and another, and another. And we got 33, what is that? 33.5 left, so we could put down a couple of these as well. Bam, bam. Let's see, we've got 10.79 left. We can throw one of these down, right? There you go. That's a really awkward combo. Hopefully it'll make us some money, though. So now is the time that we fast forward. Another thing we're going to have to keep an eye on is over here. Because once the grain mill is done, once the 34,000 liters of barley and the 87,000 liters of oats are out and into the flour bin, which already has 3,000 liters of flour in it, well, we're going to be done here. And we're going to have to go over to the bakery and spend some money there. So let's do it. After 1 day, we have really not made a whole lot of money. There's $15,000 that we've actually made on top of everything. Paying back our loan a little bit early does help some. Let's see, production costs. Yeah, those are in there. Do we have loan interest? Where's that at? There it is, down there. $1,600 yesterday alone. So we're going to do our best to avoid that cost every single day. So we will pay back a little bit. Hopefully we'll be good here. Looks like we're good. Yeah, flour's all right. What do we get overnight? 32,000 liters of flour, but it's not making a huge dent. All right, let's go another day. JK, we got weeds. Oh, yeah, they are everywhere. We're not going to do what we did last time. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to go get a sprayer. We're going to fill it up, and we're going to spray our fields because that's the easy thing to do. And I'm sorry to say, but I'm going to have to borrow that money back. If we were doing this more, I'll tell you what, this is a killer deal, man. What is that, 50% off? Yeah, it's normally like 120,000, I think, something like that. It's the sugarcane setup, but you don't actually have to have a sugarcane setup for this. It's a really neat setup. Yeah. Don't have 60 grand. I'd have to give up some stuff and we won't make our money back. Hey, we do have a pallet of herbicide though. Check that out. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I need that. Ooh, we're gonna need some more money if I want to buy the one that I want. It's 39,500. What's it to lease? 2 grand. Oh, I think we may have to do that. I think out of everything, the John Deere's probably the only thing big enough to actually run it. Looks a little bit small on the back of this tractor. However, it looks really big on the back of the other tractors. We did have to use some of our own herbicide, but I've heard from the people over there, they said, oh, yeah, you're cool. It's cool. Yeah. Fill it up. It's cool. I didn't cheat. Get out of here. Come on, man. There's weeds in the field. Now's not the time to be accusing somebody of cheating. Now's the time to be like, I'm so sorry, dude. Get that spraying going on. I got you. Tell you what, now would certainly be a really good time for that See and Spray mod. if I had a precision farming turned on, but no, I did not use that. This also may be something that we go through and do after we seed from now on. Might be a good idea. It's a whole lot easier to see the weeds in the field if you don't have your lights on. I didn't realize that was hindering me. Also, we would have been fine if they didn't give us any extra herbicide. Yeah, we're just fine. Ooh, you can hire a worker to do this. I didn't know that. Oh, that's much easier. All done. Yeah, this didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. It was actually very easy and quite satisfying as well. are a couple little spots in the fields that don't look like they were hit, but I'm going to run over them anyway, just in case. Now we can return said sprayer, get back, and, well, pay off some more loan. Only 10,000 this time, not 15. Well, the money's still a little bit lower than I'd like it to be, but what are you going to do? Now, we have more chickens today. Taking a look over here. And we are actually going to keep all of these chickens. At the bottom, yeah. 6 months, they can reproduce, make some eggs. So we want to do that again. So basically, in 2 more days, we should get 2 more sets of chickens. And then from then, any new ones will be sold. $100 for 100 of them. It's not too bad. But we will triple the amount of eggs that we can make. And why is that tractor on? I haven't even used it. Now, how's about over here at the grain mill? How much do we have? 69,000 liters of flour. Of course we do. And 54,000 liters still of oats. Oy. Let's go repay some loan. How about that? Yeah, that's nice. Man, my game froze. Oh no, we're good. Man, I was freaking out. I didn't save the game the last time I went through the day and did stuff. Oh no. Okay, first things first, into the next game. Save the game. We still have a lot of oat left, 36,000 liters of oats, but we're doing pretty good right now. 93,000 liters there. Pay back some loan, also check on animals. So we're good there. In 1 more day, we'll get more chickens, and that'll be as many as we take. And repay loan. There you go. Might look a little dark to you. Yeah, it's because well, we're kind of ready to make the next move, and I need to do it now so that I make my money. Today's a big one because we are going to be taking care of all of our placeables, but not now. We got to wait until August for that. It's currently February. Not when I would want to start this series or start part 3. But we'll get there. A couple things we need to do. Number 1 is going to be chickens. So we've got some in here that were just born. There we go, 0 months. We want to sell all of them. Now we're back to our magic 300 amount. And some good news. We have got a full amount, 138,000 liters of flour. It finished up, I think, January sometime, something like that. Yeah, so we are going to turn it on and open that up. The good thing about this, we can actually pick this up. It's ridiculous. And we're going to take this over to the bakery. The reason we're taking this to the bakery is so I could sell it to the bakery. Drop it. That shouldn't work. Anyway, the reason we're doing that is so we can sell it to the bakery. Strap it down. It works. And then buy the bakery, which will then have all of our stuff in it. And we're good to go. But I do remember where it is. Actually, I think that's it. I don't know what that says, but it does say bakery, so we're going there. It's between bakery and farm shop. Yeah. So to pick up on the rules that we have when it comes to production chain, so any production chain that we buy, we will own for the rest of the series. Whether it's useful or not, we will continue to own it. There is no selling them, just like in the base game. However, because we go between maps, there are some things that we have to consider. For example, we have owned the grain mill. Now, if we've got a map that doesn't have a grain mill, we have to place it down. I also have upgradable factory zones, so if we upgrade any of them, then we have to also upgrade that one. So, flour over here, and I think the bread is just going to be set to selling. I don't really want to, let's see, discharge. There we go. Hey, it's going down. Oh, money's going up. Not fast, but it is happening. All right, there we go. 133,000. We were able to get rid of about half of the flour that we have. However, there is a lot more. So we're going to bring this down here. There's a couple things we could do from here. Number 1 could be to go sell it. We'll make about $140,000 off of what's left. Or we can go ahead and buy this for 50 grand and then just have it. And we'll also have a lot more bread at the end of the day as well. So we will sell more bread, make more money than we would have otherwise. So that is the game plan. Let's buy it. Yes, please. Let's take a look, check it out, see what we've got going on. Now we can also set this, the outgoing, to distributing. Oh yeah, flour to distribute. We can also take this, so we have bread being made right now. Currently it's set to spawn, which is fine, but I think what I'm gonna do is maybe upgrade it one more time. maybe go to level 2. Bakeries are difficult. Sometimes they just don't make enough, to be fair. So we're going to upgrade our bakery to level 2, and that should give us enough. Now it's going to continue to go in. Yep. And go down to bread. It's set to spawn. So I guess once this empties, then we can pick up the bread over there. We got a little bit left. 8,000 liters in there. All right, so that should probably work. Maybe overnight, something like that. I mean, the bread's just going to pile up and then just stop working. It'll make quite a few pallets and then start hanging out. So it'll hold 14,000 liters. We'll probably be good. Oh yeah, and the reason I'm setting to spawning instead of selling is so that I can just put everything back in here, and then we'll go sell that at the end of the series. So between now and then, I'm going to save my game because, well, last time I didn't save my game and bad things happened. I don't want bad things to happen. We'll see you in the morning. Money has gone up, boy, oh boy, $55,000. Yeah, man. Well, I say 55,000. I don't actually know how much I made yesterday. Okay, so like $20,000. We didn't make that whole lot amount. So what we're going to do here is go and just kind of start repaying. We're going to repay as much as possible. Also, taking a look here. Man, we still have like 4,000 liters of flour in there. Should be going by the morning. Well, looks like it is now working. So we can't sell bread here, which is great news. So I'm going to take this and just kind of bump it into these. And it'll go ahead and get us all of our bread. Cool. And double cool. I'll put it right here as well, so we'll auto-load that bread in. Good to go. So we have almost 30,000 liters of flour in. Bread is good. Bread is being made. DJ's happy. All right. Now let's finish it up. We'll see you in August. And there it is. We are here in August. We have paid off quite a bit of our loan. Very happy about that. We still have a bunch of flour, so something tells me we're going to be taking that with us to the next map. Taking a look at chickens, I've deleted a lot of chickens. That's the best way I could put it. And we were even able to pay off more than half of our loans since the last series. How cool is that? All right, let's get these big old things deleted and get ourselves a grape harvester. After paying back our loan and after selling all of those, we still have $356,000 left. And if you're looking at that going, hey, didn't you have more in the last series? It did. I had $1 million before we started doing much. Oh well, so let's get to work. First things first, let's go ahead and harvest the real big field of soybeans. And then we'll head over here and start taking care of the canola. Now, the good thing about the soybeans is we just hire a worker and get it done. Oh, get these signs out of here. Oh, I missed one. How did I miss it? Oh, that's awesome. We'll bring it over here and, I don't know, I guess we'll do what we did last time, which is run 3 passes. Can I hit both of them? Got them. Soybeans are selling for an epic amount of money right now, at least at the train, which I'm not going to sell it. Though, it would be very worth it. I think it'll cost as much as we get from 1,000 liters, and we'd make our money on that. We'll probably end up taking it over to the grain elevator just because I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do for us. We are getting straw off of this because I am using Yoast Modding's Extended Straw Crops mod, which I love. You guys are on PC. Definitely go get that mod. It's just awesome. And you get extra straw. Who doesn't want extra straw? Ba-bam! All right, so we are rocking and rolling on here. We're going to make way more money than I could ever even imagine off of this one field. I can't wait. However, that doesn't help that I'm going to have to pay full price for a grape harvester. I may end up just leasing. Yeah. Actually, now is a fun time to utilize something that we haven't really played with much. So obviously we've got a couple different things here for grapes and that kind of thing, including DLC stuff from Oxbow. However, if we go take a look at this is exactly the same. However, there are some fun tendencies with it. Leasing costs are $10,000 or purchase for $210,000. I think we're just going to go with a nice lease there. So this is super duper cool. I've tried to go with the New Holland colors, although I don't think I got some of it right. And what are you gonna do, right? The good thing is this will go 40 miles an hour, so we should be able to drive this. Yeah, it goes too fast. I'm driving an uncontrollable grape harvester. Yeah, actually it handles really well. We went with some BKT tires, which I'm super excited about, and it's got a new camera right here, right in the middle, so we can see what's going on. Now, this is part of the Colossus pack from Chris S. and Riley S. They've had some really, really cool stuff, and yeah, we went with a construction setup for the blinkers. Definitely cost more, but it also definitely looks cool. So, get at me, bro? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Take it, turn it on, and go with it. Grapes are coming in. I think it holds 1 million liters, something like that. The thing is, through here, I don't. That wasn't supposed to happen. Let's try and set it up here. Yeah, that's good. This will harvest at 25 miles an hour, which, to be fair, I think is a little bit too fast. I'm gonna try it anyway, but I'm gonna wreck again. And slow it down, nice and easy. There you go. All right, 820 liters off of one pass. I've already crashed. Can we do it again? And 1,600 liters after 2 passes. Nice. All right, I'm gonna try and work on this a little bit. See if we can handle this without going too fast. Actually, you know what? Let's slow it down just a little bit. Like 14 miles an hour seems like a really nice speed where I know I won't die. Not bad after this first little area right here. We're almost up to, oh, there it is, 8,000 liters. However, don't get too excited about the pricing for that. 8,000 liters doesn't get you a whole lot really anywhere. At this rate, we'll get about 20,000 liters total, which is perfectly fine. And after all of that, we'll probably end up making somewhere around 60 grand. Fine, but definitely not really worth it. Maybe I needed a bigger field, more area, something. Meanwhile, over here on the soybean field, they are not even, well, maybe about halfway done, maybe a little bit more. But we've got 35,000 liters in here. Multiply that by 6,000. That's what we're gonna get. A little bit better. And we are well more than halfway done over here, and I said we'd have about 16,000 liters of grapes. No. That's the first time I've hit that. We have 18,000 liters of grapes. Looking very good. We only have about 5.5 rows left to go, and well, grape harvest is done. Well, I said we would get about 20,000 liters, and we have. We're close to 23. There's 22,840. All right. So let's bring it back down. Let's take off and head up and sell this stuff. Yeah, this is going to be the longest trek that I have made yet. We are down at the bottom right-hand corner. That's where our farm is. And at the top left is where we've got to go to take this. But this is faster than any of the tractors we have, so it's actually easier to do this way. I'll give you this much. This is a very, very beautiful map. I really never did anything on here. I did a couple live streams, but that was about it. I played some off-screen. That was fun. Yeah, I really didn't do anything with this map. It is a very beautiful map, but it feels a whole lot bigger than it actually is. Still like the American map more, but this ain't too bad. All right, let's get in here and sell these grapes. Let's make some money off of them. Dump them out. Too fast. We're going too fast. Take them all. We're good. $85,000. Not bad. We'll get rid of that. Oh, now I gotta walk. Crap. Step 1's done. That is our grapes. No more of that. So we need to now finish up our harvest here. Sell our straw, sell the, this stuff. Yeah, the soybeans. Forgot what it was called. And then sell the canola, and we'll probably be good to go at that point. Oh, and the bread and the eggs as well. We got to sell those. Let's go and set up a cart. We'll drop that. Should have a couple trailers over here. Yes, we do. All right. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna, nah. We'll use this for the cart. It goes a little bit faster. We can get into town a little bit quicker when selling stuff. And then we use that for other stuff. We gotta come over here anyway, so no point to leave. Pretty sure I just referred to straw as other stuff. But yeah, speaking of other stuff, all this stuff is dirty as the ground. We'll back into here, pick up this. Boom. All right, let's get over there, pick up some straw. We'll make at least some good money off straw, probably 100,000, maybe a little bit more. I don't know if we're gonna leave millionaires though, but hey, we'll make some money. What up, dude? JK, I'm so tired already of going back and forth. We're getting a little faster tractor. Go, go, go. Oh, I guess we don't need it. We're all done here. Sweet. 57,000 liters. That is, oh boy. That's gonna be a lot. 57,000 liters in the carts. And while we're at it, I'm gonna go ahead and start harvesting these so we can still be doing two things at once. Soybean selling time. Oh, this is our big money maker right here. We're heading to the GCHB grain elevatory. From the main farm, it is that way, so we're gonna spin it around. I don't know how many more opportunities I'm gonna get to drive through this dude's field, so I'm gonna do it one more time at least. I think I can truthfully say I've never been to this sell point before. And it's a base game map. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to sell. However, the trigger's like way in the center of the building. Well, at least I know I'm at the right spot. Let's turn that off. Untag the place. All right, give me this thing. Let's head in here. Let's sell this stuff. I'm gonna bring you with me. This should sell pretty quickly, but I don't know, it's fun to make money when you're around your friends. All right, we got both of them set up here, so we should be able to sell simultaneously, all at the same time. So there goes the front, here goes the side. Double dump for the win, baby, from the Falcon trailers. 57,590 liters. How much money is it gonna make DjGoHam in the game? A lot. A lot. Definitely a lot. Are we gonna be millionaires? Nope, but we're gonna be close. There's $378,000 off of that one field. Come at me, bro. That's awesome. Working hard to get some of this done. So we are now all the way down here, rocking and rolling. So what I did was I came down here once, then up again, then back down. Now I'm gonna do that in reverse and hired on a worker. That way we can go all the way down. Should make for making things a little bit easier too. And this also brings me to a spot where I want to start thinking about what we are going to be getting a hold of for the next series. We are going to be on Vineyard, which was a DLC map from Farm Sim 19, which made its way base game to Farm Sim 22, but is technically not considered a base game map. It was just kind of brought over. So we are going to be taking a look at that one. Because it's part of the base game, so of course we are. The thing with that one is it's mainly grass. Yes, there's a couple fields, but they have to be purchased ahead. You can't just have them. Yeah, and everything that you start with is grass fields, if I remember correctly. So we're gonna have to do some mowing, but eventually we would have to do that anyway, because I kind of, as always, for any series, want to get into cattle. However, it's gonna take us a little while to do that. So what we need to do is start looking at some equipment, see if there's anything on sale that might work, or maybe we'll just hang out and wait. A really good setup of equipment to take a look at is going to be stuff from the Hay and Forage DLC, aka Alpine V2, as I dubbed it. So we'll take a look at that. There's definitely going to be some cool stuff in there. I can't remember how mowers are set up for that DLC, but I'm sure we've got plenty of stuff. Hay and Forage. So some of this equipment will work, but it's only going to work some a little bit. And really, mowers are meh. So we're not going to be finding any mowers from this DLC, although we can find a couple really good windrows and maybe tedders if we need them. Now in the premium expansion, we do have these Samaz mowers. Those are not bad, and I would not be opposed to using them either. Finishing up, and we are almost done. I've picked up as much of the straw as I possibly can, flip it around, and there it is. We are done with harvest. We now have all the canola we could possibly 43,000 liters. Oh, well, we have some canola. Not terrible pricing, not amazing, but not terrible pricing. Headed over to the farm shop to sell this. And our final number for straw is going to be about 700,000. Close to it, 695, 701. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it didn't take me long to remember that this goes faster than anything else. So I just jumped in here. Now, this is a sell point that I have been to before. I don't remember, but it was way back in, like, when the game first released, I think. Also, this is not working. Oh, because I don't have anything in the back. Well, what are you gonna do? All right, money time. And the final verdict is 166,000. Not terrible, but not what I was hoping to see off of 3 fields. Couple more cells to go. First one is to straw. We'll make a good amount of money off of this. It was like $300 and some. It was pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely over $1 million. Well, bam. There you go, 210,000. We made more off straw than we did off of canola. I guess the next sale's gonna have to be bread. We got 110,000 liters of flour still hanging out, so bread it is. We do have a little bit more to go, so I'm gonna let it have one more. Hang on, speed up some time. I didn't realize how early in the morning we were. Oh no! Slow it down! Oh! Talk about speeding up time. That was almost bad, but just barely almost. All right, well, I guess we could speed it up a little bit more. Hit the wrong button there. Had to fast forward to the next day in game. Super sorry about that. All right, let's go. Really weird to think after like 6 months and a level 2 on our bakery, we have only managed to get 16,000 liters of bread. I think going forward, we're definitely going to have to increase that number a little bit. I mean, we definitely could have this time around as well, but yeah. I should just be able to pull straight through in here in this cell, unless there's a sell point outside, which I'm guessing there is because that did not work. Yes, right here. Haha. And our total is $86,000. Pretty good. And a little bit more. I think we got eggs left, and that's it. Well, one of the good things is because we were able to go for so many times the day extra, I messed up. We could get some more eggs in here now. Actually, no, it's not working. Auto load goes that way, right? Yep. Oh, I gotta get in here and shake things up a little bit. Don't I? Maybe? Huh, this ought to do the trick. We'll take this and just kind of start running into it. Yeah, that worked real good. Go, go, go. In one whole year, we got 18,620 liters of eggs. Not bad. Very happy for the little baby chickens. Let's come over here and take a look and see what we've got. Yeah, we've gotten an extra few hundred, unfortunately. We have 500? 500, yeah. Let's see, there we go, 0 months. That's what we want. We need to sell 100, and then we want to sell another 100, keeping all of our chickens that are old enough to make eggs. Pricing on the eggs was looking very, very good. There we go, $4,177. Could have taken them to the bakery, but I don't get any money for that. I own the bakery. All right, money is up, almost 1.35. Yeah, $77,000 in eggs. $77,000 we didn't have before we started the series. And I think that's all the products we have to sell. So let's head back over to the main farm. We'll sell off some placeables, figure out how much money we've got, sell off all the extra land that we purchased, and go from there. Looking good. So as you guys may have been around for the last one, I do like to go in and sell all the placeables. We will have to buy another one of those, so that's totally fine. The house, can we make some money off the house? Ooh, $267. Honestly, one of the big reasons that I'm doing this and deleting placeables and things like that, I need to be able to have a little bit of extra cash when we go forward, or else it gets boring very quickly. It's an easy way to make some easy money. I don't know if I need to sell all of the vineyards so that I could sell the field that's over there. I don't know, about to find out, because oh, 605. Hey! Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. Let's see. Can I sell the land? I can sell the land even if it's got vineyards on it. That's cool. And then we owned, I think it was all these. Yep. We owned all that, so that's good. Bringing us to $2.4 million. I think when we ended the other one, it was just over $1 million. So we have profited after expenses 1.4. Not bad at all. What a way. I'm going to be saving everything. We will get everything together and see you on Erlengrad. The farewell tour for Farm Sim 22 returns, and this series is on Erlengrad. This was actually released in Farming Simulator 19 as a DLC map along with some Alpine vehicles, and it's quite difficult to get some stuff done on this one. As you can see, there's a lot of very hilly areas. The areas are large. However, the equipment that they give you to do those areas are quite small. We've also got a bunch of fields down here on the flat area, which we're going to be focusing heavily on. We brought everything over from the previous map, Hibernian, as well as some of the stuff that we received all the way back on Elm Creek as well. Super excited to have you guys along with us. A few things might have to be deleted here and there. Yes, I have modified a few things. A couple things are still here for whatever reason, and we've got some extra vehicles to take advantage of, although we probably won't use this one. New additions were picked up at the very end of the last series. After I hit in, I went and looked and I was like, ooh, we got mowers. So we picked up a front and rear set of Kubota mowers that are based off of the Cumberland Vikings. They're not DLC items, it's a mod, but you know what? I wanted it, so we got it. Let's take a look at some spots where we can buy some stuff, because we have a lot of money right now. We've got $2.68 million. Also, we have brought over our 300 chickens, and we've even got our production chains over here. Now, the mill ain't got, well, nothing, but we do have our bakery, who is rocking and rolling and making bread for us right now, which is very nice. Oh, and before we buy any fields, get out of here, birds. Here's my chickens. I put them over here. They seem to be really, really happy to be in here with the playground stuff, so yeah, you're welcome. Two things I want to focus on. Number one is keeping the grain mill going. So that's going to be like buying fields like this. Areas where we've got a clump together. Pretty much everything I think is ready to harvest. Yeah, everything's ready to harvest. So really we need to figure out clumps of land. Ooh, is that red beet? No, thank you. Even worse. Sugar beets, get out of here. We could also pick up a big old thing of grass fields like this one, for example. Farmland 33. I think the starting to go with is this clump right here. We also get a little bit of grass layering in that as well, though we'll probably end up plowing that up. So why don't we just go in and buy like these areas right here? That should give us a good little spot there. We've still got 1.7 mil. I think this is probably another good one. These are all grass fields right now. So what we could do is we can go in, we could harvest these, and then we could plow them up and then do our second harvest off of those. We still have $1.1 million, which is quite ridiculous. I think for now I'm going to hang on to that, and we may hold it so that we can buy more land or buy more vehicles. Speaking of vehicles, you know I got to go through here and see if there's anything that we could get a hold of for our series. This could come in handy. This is the Fendt Rotana 160V Combi. Definitely a good go-to, but I think I'm probably just going to go with a fast bell if I do anything like that. And we do have a Kubota right here that's on sale, 36% off. I'm using quite a bit of Kubota stuff right now, so this could make sense. Additionally, at 200 horsepower, this would become, I think, our second most powerful tractor, which is great news. Say hello to the newest addition to the team. We went with a 201, so I did have to pay extra for a little bit extra, but well, hey, we're good. Also, do we need to get rid of something? I feel like we should sell some stuff. I do like the John Deere, and I do like the Massey Ferguson. However, between the two, it does seem like the Massey Ferguson is the one with less oomph. Granted, it's by 5 horsepower, but still, I like this one more. You know, I don't think we really need to make a choice right now. We'll have it all. We have 4 tractors now, I decided. So, couple things to do. I think number one, since we've got this tractor, and I do know that these Kubota mowers were made so that this tractor could be used with said mowers, even though they are a little bit big. I'll give you that much. I think I'm going to rock. We're going to go down to our grass fields that we have, and we're going to go ahead and start mowing down there. The reason we're going to start mowing is... oh, that looks so cool, but it's a little bit big on here. I think maybe the front's sliding a bit. I don't want to say the John Deere would be better in this situation, but yep. Doesn't mean it won't still be useful. It's just going to be useful as a cart. It's also fast, so we can move things quickly from one place to another. So our first trek begins. Let's take a look and see what we have purchased. There goes the sign. Let's see if we can find a couple more to take out. Down here, oh boy, I didn't even pay attention to what we got. I just know that it was already. Let's see, we've got wheat, we've got soybeans, oats, and canola. So a little bit of everything. Thank goodness our header can do all of this. Into the New Holland. Man, oh man, I do love this combine. I will be shocked if we have to upgrade this combine between now and, good. I do know. Definitely for horse, we're going to have to do it for the horse aggravation map. But I think everything in between, we're probably going to hang on to this combine. It's a great combine. It's way too big for this map. And if it's too big for this map, it's really going to be too big for Silver Run Forest. There's what, 3 fields? 2 fields? Yeah. Oh yeah, the mower. Totally forgot to hook up the mower. We'll bring this guy out. I don't remember what wheels I had on some of the things. I'm pretty sure with this one I had BKTs. Cannot confirm, but I put them on there because I like them. So let's talk a little bit about this, because you're probably going, DJ, you got grass. Yeah, you got mowers. What are you going to use the grass for? Cattle. That's it. Actually, I think I mentioned that. Cattle. I would love to get a hold of some cows. This map actually came with cows. I did save all the money from selling placeables that I deleted whenever I first got in here, so at least there's that. But yeah, I think cattle would be fun. Plus, that was one of the big reasons that I left the slurry pit up there. We're good to go. I also don't know where I am. Oh, I didn't even look to see if anybody was coming. I think the fields are here on the right-hand side. Those are like the only grass fields around. Yep. Once we're all said and done, though, we will... Oh, I missed the spot. We will take all these areas and plow them up and turn them into big old fields. So I'm going to mow out as far as I possibly can. We do have the BX on the very back of this, which is super nice. We'll be able to swat everything towards the middle and rock. With these, I think we'll be able to take the grass, turn it into silage and or hay / TMR, so that we can actually get everything ready to go for the cows. A little bit of TMR never hurt anybody. So let's start here. We'll drop them, turn it on, drop it, turn it on, and go. And I think we're going to be mowing most everything in between as well. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of this is going to have to be done by hand. Most of it. Most of this is going to have to be done by hand. I'm not going to be able to hire a worker on a lot of it, at least in between the fields. Additionally, we're probably going to need to look into some sort of windrow, because a lot of the outside windrows have to be run, or windrows, a lot of the outsides have to be either run twice or something. I mean, you can see here, a lot is being missed. So we need to fix that up. And all this extra area down here too. This is nowhere near a field. It's just hanging out down here by the train tracks. I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. This is extra grass that I didn't have to pay for. I guess I did have to pay for it, but nah, you know what I mean. Now that I've done my first pass around the whole thing, now I have to go through and kind of clean up after myself, hitting all these little spots that were missed. Now we start a second pass. This one's going to be done, and I'm just going to kind of run this until all of the edges that I've run passes around don't have any more grass that needs to be collected or picked up. I'm also going to be doing 90-degree angles from here on out, or as close there to as possibly can. So just like that, spin around and do it like this. There you go. This is what I mean right here. You can see how the field starts there, and then we've got a little bit extra that goes out from the field, just right about there. Boom. That means that for now at least, I don't have to come and make a second pass, or a third rather. Lastly, before I do anything else, I am going to run passes through the center of these fields. That way I can kick everything in. We go just perfect. At least try to go just perfect. Yeah, that looks good. And now, hire a worker and let them do that thing. We've already hit quite a few of these. To take a look, you can see all the areas around where we have hit. And now it's just gonna go back and forth. Sweet, all right, come on. This is kind of nice that we have multiple different things here. We can utilize the wheat, for example. We can utilize this, the oats, and is there barley? I don't remember if it was barley or not. We could utilize those things for making more, Yep, words. I apologize, it's been a long day today. We're making flour so we can take it over to the grain mill. Heck yeah, man. And we can make some bread and be good at the bakery. But other things, oh man, there's so much to do. Turns out that the mower went down and then backed up all the way down here and did nothing else. Not even a little bit of anything else. One day. Never thought I'd have to babysit a mower, but yet here we are. And naturally, the workers decided that the other end of the field is where they wanted to quit. I don't know what to do with this information. No, this is not working. I'm still working away over there at the grass field. As you can see, we've still got a little bit more to go. However, wheat is done. 40-some thousand liters. Not too bad. That is roughly what we got off of 3 of our fields on the other map, which I've totally forgotten about until just now. Those were some small fields, man. But you can see fields are getting larger and larger and larger as the game progresses. And because we're less than 50,000, we can put this in one trailer and be done. Cool. What else here can we take? We have oats and... All right, I'm going to do oats. Hoping we get less than 50,000 liters of oats, we could take both at the same time, making one trip. And then it'll be soybeans and canola and be good. If you're not new to the channel, you've been around for a while, you probably know that I will find any excuse to harvest oats. It's absolutely my favorite. I love being able to get a bunch of crop, get a lot of money for it. I also love being able to take the straw and, well, do whatever I want to with it. And I also really, I don't know, that's it. Also harvesting grass at the same time. Yeah, I guess that's it. One I'll pass around, not too bad. 6,300 liters, take a look. Yeah, we could probably run one more pass at the top. So good things are happening. Mowing is done. We do need to pick it all up, but we'll figure that one out, I think. We may have to upgrade to something that's not quite base game. And we're done. A whole lot less oats than I thought we were going to be getting, but hey, it is what it is. Also, now I get to show you guys the area where we've got our grain mill over there. There's something pretty cool over there. All right, the game's been out for 2.5 years, and so is this map. It's not pretty cool. It's just over there. I'll show you. Sometimes you just gotta be real. It is what it is. So check this out. I did one thing. I really just did one thing. Instead of using a normal bakery, this is our bakery. The bakeries that were available didn't look good on this map, and you know what? There's not one on this map at all, which is weird, but that is what it is. So put my own down. So let's come through here, drop that off, and we'll drop this off as well. So for the wheat and the oats, we're not going to be making any money whatsoever because we already own this, which is, it's stinkowitz, but it is what it is. It's okay. So now, at least now, we can make some flour. We'll be good to go. And our flour is distributing, so we never have to come back over here and do anything with it. Well, bam! Currently, we're using this, the Pottinger Alpine 251 Madid. Now, I love this thing. It works really good, and I've used it since darn near the beginning of this series, or not of this series, beginning of Farming Simulator 22. Super easy. It just works. However, I'm only one dude, and there's a couple mods that have come out that are just really difficult not to use. Nope, not one of these. Definitely not this one. Sorry, 82 Studio, not even yours. Nope, this big old thing from Mac Truckin' 921. Love it, love it, love it, and it saves you so much time. We gotta go for it. I'm sorry, it's just, you gotta have it. Yeah, you knew I was gonna get one. Don't even act like it. I did go with something a little bit different though. We went with the Elmer's tracks on the back. I don't know. They look super awesome, and I wanted them. It is quite ridiculous for this map. I understand, totally get it. Fine. Time. This will get it done 3 times faster. And a lot of those smaller areas that I would have to come back a second time just to hit the extra bit of straw at the very end. Yep, don't have to do that with this one. No. Just come right here, lower it, which it starts lowered. That's weird. Actually, we're gonna raise it up. Nope, when I raise it up, it doesn't work. That's the weirdest thing. Regardless, we are rocking now, making some grass. I don't know how much I'm gonna get off of here. The grass was a good idea. 313,000 liters just off of the first 2 passes. Now we get to go back and forth. Oh yeah, we have a combine too, don't we? How's he doing? Doing just fine. Keep it up, bud. There it is. 500,000 liters, folded up. Soybeans are all done. This is definitely one of those sources of income that we like to keep going. 34,000 liter, or 34,000 times about 6,000. It's good money. What we'll do is we'll take the soybeans and the canola and sell both of these, and we'll take our straw and take it up to the main farm because they've done a little bit of something up at the main farm. This thing. Yeah, I did it. I put it down. Nowhere near base game. or DLC for that matter. Yay! We'll say this: this trailer. Oh, that didn't. Great. I don't remember what I was saying. I don't even think it matters anymore. Let's just get back in here and finish this up. Combine's on the last field. We also have to go pick up all the straw. Some of it's being sold, some of it's not. Oh no, I forgot to feed the chickens. Oh, I was gonna take wheat apart. So we've got to find another field to harvest quick so I can have food for them. You know, instead of that, I think I'm just gonna buy the food. It's probably gonna be cheaper. By probably, I mean hopefully. We don't have any trailers up here right now, but what we'll do is we'll bring our tipper trailers up here after we deliver the canola and the soybeans, and we'll buy, I don't know, 40,000 liters of something to help out, I'm sure. Speaking of canola, all done with canola. So let's drop this in and see what our total numbers are. Drop it out. Perfect. We have got 35,000 liters of soybeans and 20,000 canola. Not as much as I thought. If I remember correctly, this is a very difficult place to get in and out of. So you kind of have to like scoot it here. It's kind of meant for more like semi-trucks, that kind of thing. All right, let's see if we can dump this. Do I have a tip trigger for the back? I do. Yeah, we can do a nice little double dump real quick. All right. Money's going up. Money's going up. There's $1,000. That's what it costs us to hire all of our workers. 2 thumbs up there, and then basically $300,000 for that. Okay, very cool. Now that's everything except for the straw. We are going to keep a portion of the straw, as I mentioned, and let's go do that now. All right, this should be good. We've gotten some weeds that have grown. I accidentally hit the wrong button. I've got Grow Now set to a button right beside my camera, so when I hit the camera to take a picture, well, the weeds growed instead. So yeah, it is what it is. We're going to take this up about 200-ish thousand liters of straw. So in here we could do 770. About 200, that'll work, and then that's going to make us our TMR, and hopefully we'll be able to buy some cattle. That's not going to be this one. It's definitely going to be in the next one, but we'll be able to buy some cattle, which would be really nice. And depending on yearly amounts of food, it would determine on how many we buy, but we've got $1.2 million, and I plan on using as much of that as we want for cattle. And in the very end, we'll be just fine. The interesting part, though, is going to be Silver Run Forest with cattle. The rest of the maps, not much of a problem. Big fields will be okay, even on Zilonka. But, yeah, Silver Run Forest, I'm not so sure. So I am going to go ahead and get much of the straw up as we possibly can. Today we're going to be doing a big old sale. We've got a modded cow pen that is ready to go. And we got to do something with all these fields because there ain't nothing left in them. Step 1, I'm thinking, is give the chickens some food. Those poor chickens are about to die. I don't know how much. Actually, I don't know how much they need. How much do you need? I've got an estimated food mod installed, and it says they'll need 18,000 foods in a year. How many did I get? Hey, 19,358. That's what I'm talking about right there. All we got to do is change that over to the right-hand side, get a little bit close, and dump it in. Happy little baby chickens. All right. Something else we're going to have to do is mow today. I made a mistake and forgot to mow. I got so excited about having all these extra fields on here that I totally forgot to mow. So we're going to have to do that. Step 2 is going to be straw selling. We have 552,000 liters of straw there to be sold, which is pretty wild. Now over here, we've got some TMR being made currently. We've got grass in there and straw. I've kind of figured out the difference between the two of those, so that should line up about right. Selling prices for straw is a little bit different though. Stave Silo TMR, will be on that, so we can't get money. Felsbrunn is a train, and I'm not dealing with that. So Animal Dealer is the only place that we could possibly go. I think it's over here. Yeah, there it is. While we're on our way over there, let's talk about what we're going to do. So this whole area behind me, oh, I forgot I have to give the animals straw. Hang on. Boy, I'm really glad I stopped myself right there. What we've got to do is we got to put a cow pen down, man. Yeah. And due to the cow pen, the cows are going to need some straw. Therefore, I don't need to sell all of that, just some. And to be completely fair, now that I think we have to go back on this. I don't think we could sell any of this straw because what if the cows don't have enough to make more manure? I would be ruined. Let's go in here to the cows. I have made a cow pasture, which should allow us to place this down right where the old one was. It's actually an identical bit to the other one. Consider it placed. I gotta do a little bit of tidying up around it. All right, we got it placed down, got a little bit of decoration going on. I'm also gonna have to put down one of these, which is going to give us manure. There we go. Don't like that. Hey, not bad. I think the only thing that would make this look a little bit better is if we put a, what do you call those things? Well, I was gonna say tree, but actually what I actually mean is this, one of these. It's a liquid tank. This should handle our milk, which actually I don't think this makes milk, does it? No. Well, that just kind of ruins that. That's the whole reason for doing cows, so you can get milk. I have made a massive mistake, but I think I can fix it. Now, hold on a minute. It says there's milk. I'm just an idiot, aren't I? Yup, I'm definitely an idiot. It says milk there at the bottom. I didn't even see it. It's right here. Can we just forget that whole thing happened? You know what? Let's move on. Let's buy some cows. We've got cows. Yeah. What up, little baby cows? How you doing? We also don't need this silo over here anymore. Thought we did. Wait, no. I put it there for slurry, right? It's connected. Yeah. Connected to manure is that slurry? Help, Euler. All right, but we're gonna need to give these guys a little bit of food because they are probably going to be starving Marvin. Let's slow it down, slow it down. The Kubota doesn't really have good braking. We've got 6,000 liters here. That's been made just like in the past 30 minutes in game, so this should be pretty good moving forward. We'll give them a little bit of TMR. We'll give them, I don't know if all the straw is a good idea, but I mean some straw definitely for sure. And we're gonna need water as well. Doesn't look like we have a liquid tanker, so we're gonna need to get a hold of one. And we'll give them some straw as well. Straw should go in the same place the food does, right? Or does the straw go over here? Is this the straw point? Or no straw? Please take straw? This is definitely one of the problems with using base game animal pens. I've never used them before, so I don't know how they work. Well, I'm just gonna leave it. Whatever. I've tried to go in. I've actually added things to the triggers. So like this trigger is supposed to do milk and straw and everything. But hey, I don't have to give them straw. But I guess they're not gonna produce manure either. And well, the milk goes here. All right. Well, I guess we're not selling slurry this time around. To the sell point we go. I guess we can sell straw after all. Make us a little bit of cash money. Should do fairly well with this straw sell. What are we gonna be? What is it gonna be? 163. Hey, it rhymed. So I guess if that's gonna be the case, we really don't need this. So we could sell that because milk appears as it would, and well, there's no straw going in, so I guess there's no slurry coming out either. Actually, I looked, there is no slurry or manure triggers anywhere, but not even in the files. No worries. There's lots of ways of doing water and giving your animals water in Farm Sim 22. There's a couple ways that I really like doing. Like this right here is just killer. I know it's not base game, but it's built off of the MKS 8, which is a base game piece. It's from the Hardy Sprayer Pack, one of my favorite mods. And, well, obviously it is because it has toothpaste. Love this thing. And I think just to show homage and really enjoy this, we're going to go with this. We're going to go with an Unreal Capacity as well. I'm not going to go toothpaste tractor with it, though. We are going to go chrome with, I think, some base game gray wheels. Keep it simple. Also, in the time it's taken me to run around and do stuff, we've got another 5,000 liters of TMR. May as well go put it in. Tell you what, this is going to be quite a difficult series to get everything done in a timely fashion. We've still got so much to do. We've got to mow the main area. So this whole set of fields there, the set of fields down here at the bottom, and then these 3 areas here, one of which is crossing lines there. Also, we need to plow up between these fields, plant it, plow up between these, get all of that taken care of. Whew, it's a lot. Also, water's a free commodity. Don't make nobody make you pay for water in Farm Sim. Just go to the stream, pull it out of there. You'll be okay. Now that we got water rocking and rolling, I think our animals are probably good for the most part. I mean, we've given them water. They've got some food. It's at least enough to get through for now, but daily food intake, 87,000 liters. Yeah. we're going to need to give them a whole lot more. And then chickens are doing great. I mean, they got enough food to last them more than a year. We're cool, man. So let's drop down and let's get some more mowing done. The more grass we have, the better off we're gonna be to be able to feed all those hungry little baby cows. So we're gonna hit this, and to save a little bit of time, we'll probably show you how it looks after maybe 1 or 2 passes, something like that. And then we'll just kind of knock it out. Who put this rock here? I'm just going along, trying to get some mowing done, and then all of a sudden, rock. Man, yeah, I'm not really sure we're going to be mowing any of this anymore. I've made an absolute mess out of pretty much all of it. No matter which direction I go, left, right, up, down, doesn't matter. I am just, making a mess. So we're going to fold them up, and we're going to call it a failure. We're going to move on. And we need to start some field creation and field joining and all that good stuff. And there's really only one option when it comes to that. This one mod has been around almost longer than everything else that you see around you. It's some things even longer. We do have a plow that we own currently, but we're going to go ahead and sell that. So this plow right here, or plow rather, there we go. No point in owning 2 of them. Before we plow, let's pick up all this grass. It is, as mentioned, I made a mess of it. It's a complete nightmare. Look at this. It looks awful. I'm just excited that maybe after I pick all of this up, we don't ever have to look at this again. Oh, look, I'm going to miss some of it, too. Great. I didn't really want to have to use this, but it's the only thing that doesn't have collisions that'll pick up all this. Anyway, so I cheated. Surprised? Little dabble of grass, and ooh, slow it down. Little dabble, and we can toss it in here. There you go. Let's make a deal. We're not gonna mess with these fields ever again. What we are gonna do is take a little jump. Ooh, can we take a jump? Yay! Not really. And we're gonna come in here. We're gonna make these fields even bigger, so we have one massive field. Now, the good thing about these is they kind of jetty into the sides a little bit. So all we gotta do is follow the road and we own it. So that's really it. It is gonna take a hot minute. So you know what? You know what we could do? We could extend this. Yeah! One other thing that I am gonna do as well is smooth out some of this. You can kind of see if we extend this out, one side is a lot further down than the other. I mean, it's an alpine map. It's quite hilly. Hilly? You remember Heelys? I forgot those existed. I never had a pair, but I thought they were pretty cool. Rollerblades on shoes. Let's go, man. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I was smoothing out the terrain. I'm going to do this. The grass field seemed like it was okay, so I don't think I need to get over there. However, this area definitely needs some TLC. On second thought, no offense to these larger areas up here. Actually, if you back out enough, you can see where the fields are supposed to be, the grass fields. No offense to those, but yeah, I don't think my combine can get in there. So we're just not going to do it. I'm just going to plow these fields up. I was like, can we agree that the weeds are annoying? And there's a lot of stuff that's annoying. So I'm going to free up some steps. I always start a series of I'm going to turn on weeds and rocks and all this. And we're going to be farm sim purist. And the second episode just kind of turns into, nope, don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Really don't like that. And hate those. Much better. To make things a little bit easier, I have set all of these fields to cultivated, which should make this a bit more simple when it comes to actually putting down where this goes. Let's turn on field creation and go. I can't believe this is working. Look at this. It's like the perfect width to pick everything up. Yeah, let's go. This is a little bit weird right here. This area isn't one field. Here we go. Now it is. Maybe we can give it a little bit more through here. Just like that. Bring it to here. Hire a worker, but go slowly. The big field is done, and it's looking great. Now, we got to do the same thing over here to this field. Because this one's a grass field, it's a little bit different. I need the biggest amount of space possible, so I don't care what is here, what is there, and what is everywhere. We're going to be plowing up the biggest area possible. Oh yeah, I should probably set these fields to cultivated so I know where they are. There we go. Now I can see where I'm going, where I don't go, and where I've been. Yeah, where I've been. Do you remember back in Farming Simulator 19? Over here, and I think in the store, or in the town as well, Giant Software had actually partnered with G-Portal, which, by the way, you can get some awesome servers, link down below. But they had G-Portal banners on this map, and not only that, but they showcased Spencer. Yeah, that was super cool. And if I said I wasn't jealous of that back then, oh boy, let me tell you what, I was so jealous. I was actually not working with G-Portal yet at that point, and I thought it was kind of one of those unattainable kind of things. But you know what? Things happen, and I loved it. All right, we've got some grass areas around here and there and everywhere. Now we just got to plow the rest of these up. Then we can get fertilizer down, seed, more fertilizer, and then I think we'll be good. And we got it, the whole thing. So we now have 2 fields that are just dedicated, one for grass and one for a crop. The thing is, with the other crop, we gotta think about something that's gonna save us a little bit of money. Please don't hit it, please don't hit it. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be soybeans. That's the thing that makes the most sense to me. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think soybeans. Yeah. Also, I like driving up this hill. Time for the fertilizer, and let's kick this thing off in a high gear. Love a good Kubota. I own a Kubota. Of all of the brands in Farming Simulator, I own the orange one. Real life. I got a GR 2020. Love that thing. We're going to get in here. We are going to lay down some solid fertilizer for this whole field. And then while it is, well, on a worker on the other field, we're going to go through and seed this field. This one's going to be grass, so everything will be good to go. No rolling. Yeah, we're not doing that. Of course, it's not mulched, so, well, that's not really a thing either. Yeah, it's just kind of basic seed plant, do your thing. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, bam! There is one, and now we need to get the other. Now, there is one easy way to get over there from here, and that's to sneak on the train tracks. Can we do it without hitting anything? One. Well, we almost got all the way over without hitting anything. Let's get off the train tracks before it's too late. One pass around this field on my own, and we should be able to hire them up on a worker. That way we can go ahead and hit the other field. These are going to take a little bit of time, but not too bad. And it's also really nice because we have a very easy harvest whenever it comes time for episode number 3, which will be nice. Set them up. Hire worker, and good. All right, now where is that cedar at? There it is. How you doing, man? This is gonna be so exciting. Let's do it. I think I'm gonna start up here. This is a straight line from one end of the field to the other, so this will give us a perfect spot to get started. Drop it down, turn it on, getting some seed in the ground. Let's go, baby. Setting the plant. All right, we are good here, over here. We're good here too. All right, so it looks like we're fertilized everywhere we need to be. We've got kind of double fertilizing some places, but not everywhere. We're going to go ahead and relocate this right back to the other side of the field, or map, over there, over where the grass is. Not here. Just stop listening. All right, back. Cool. Now, we'll say this is going to take a little while. That does not turn around quickly. So why don't we take a look at some planters, or, well, seeders rather, that would work with this. Obviously, the big Citin is going to be working great over there for the Amazon, but maybe there's something that would work good with this. Kind of like 200 horsepower. Got to be something. So we have this. Wow. How did I get up here? Hey! Hey! Whoa! We're going way too fast. I think I've been in tractors since it started. So we've got this. This works great, but it's a wee bit small. It is from the Seeding Options mod, which I don't know if you've ever used that mod, but it is awesome. Seeding option seems to be the best option for us. Love this. And this right here, probably one of my favorites. Absolutely love this. It is definitely on my list of favorite seeders for this game. Less than 100 or less than 200 horsepower required. I say we get one, and I also say we sell that one. Bam! Probably not the seeder that I would go with for a field this size, but hey, who cares, right? Let's double check, see how everything's going. We are good. Seed only, and go forward. See? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. One thing that I am going to do is we're going to go back and forth 3 times down here at the very bottom. So the way we're going, then come back, and then go back one more time. That way we've got enough room to get down, turn around, do the hokey pokey, and turn around again. Looking good. We're looking good, man. And then, well, over here, not so much. Still got to take a little bit of, still a little time, but it's not too bad. And now all we got to do, hire the worker and let them do their job. Let's see, go back and forth between these guys. How are we looking over here? Oh, of course you stopped. Why would you not just do the whole thing? Silly me. I knew there was a reason we saved the Massey Ferguson. We are gonna see if I can find, aha, here it is. The Pertinger. This is going to be what I use to go back and forth and give the cattle feed. Again, in one day, they eat a lot. Jumping up to them real quick, you can see they've already eaten, what, more than half of what we've given them since I started recording. So, yeah, we're going to have to give them some more food. Let's see, 13,000 right here. There you go. The first day is going to be difficult because I'm just going to have to go on like a fast forward to time scale. However, after we get through the first day, should be easy. I mean, look at this. I just went over there. There's 122, 127, 129, 131. It's making TMR very quickly. There's another thing that I want to consider, and I think we're gonna take the easy route on this one, and that is bread. Currently, bread is set to spawning, but I think I'm gonna set this to selling. It's one less thing we have to do, and it's just more of an automation process than anything. Speaking of automated processes, it seems this process has automated itself as far as seeding goes, so I think we will take that time to see. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again, I believe, in August of next year? Nah, what am I kidding? We're going to bring you guys along with some other fun stuff. The last day on Erlengrad starts exactly the way that it began. Actually, in the same day. Still August. Still day number 1. However, as the cows say, we need to move forward. Yes, I stand by that statement. That was so dumb. So we need to plan for an entire year because we're going to have to do that. Now, cattle feed is not bad, 25,000 liters there. We're probably going to like fast forward an hour-ish here and there and then fill the food back up, because they're going to go through it. They're actually going to go through about the same amount of food that we have over the next year. They take 1,050, we put in around or 1,000, a million. We put in right around 1 million. So it's going to be difficult. Chickens, on the other hand, not too bad. We are going to have to get a hold of them a little bit sooner. They need 18,000. We got 23 in. However, every 2 days they make more. I don't know where they come from. Speaking of, get out of here, birds! Get out of my fields! Yo! Shoot. We also need to place down some things to make us more money, guy. We've got 17, 18, and 19 here with grass growing. They are set, ready to go. And then we've got the exact same thing up here with soybeans. So that is good as well. As far as everything else goes, we've got our flour mill rocking with wheat flour and oat flour. TMR is rocking, making plenty, and then bread is going to be selling directly, so we don't have to worry about that, and this is distributing. So that should be out of our hands, shouldn't have to mess with it one bit. But what I do want to do is place down some things that will make us money in the long run. One of the weird things here is we actually have a lot of money just sitting around left over, $824,000. There's nothing we need, so what I'm going to end up doing is placing down just some of these and not having to take out a loan to get them. just put them down. Money guy, yeah. Give me all your money. Oh, I got 76 left. Can I buy anything for that? Ooh, I could buy this. This'll work. Ka-chow. And so now the time comes. Let's jump in here. I was going to buy some TMR, but I think we should be fine. Also, their water maxed out, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to go through. I'm going to fast forward a little bit more time here just so we can kind of get through and get a little bit extra. At that, 10,000, and slow it down. and I'll see you tomorrow in game. Well, I've tried to babysit a little bit, but here we are at 1532, day 2 in game. Finally into September, and we've accumulated a lot of TMR, so we're making it about 2 times faster than they can eat it. 87,000 in 24 hours. There's 188 in there. I think I'm good right now. I think we're good. One thing we do need to do, though, is we need to get milk set up. I didn't really think about this one. So I got a couple ideas. I want to show you this because there's one thing that I didn't really pay much attention to whenever I was doing the last series. It's this thing, automatic shipping of animal products, milk. Now, I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about this, but if we were to place this down like here, I don't think the milk's going to go in it, but we could like put it here and just pull forward like 2 feet and dump it in. Yeah, but I got a better idea because I use the exact same mod on every single map. It's really easy to plan ahead. So, whoop-ow, good job, yeah! Farm Dairy Cheaty in the way, yeah! Then we just need to get something that's on a, there's nothing, is there? Nope. Kubota it is. Here we go. This is what I want. We ended up getting a lot of milk. 36,000 liters in about, well, a little bit more than 24 hours, to be fair. But that's a lot. That is a very, very healthy amount. Let's see if we can lock up everything. If I can just back right up again. Yeah, we can back right up again. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's turn that off. Actually, we can leave it on because it really doesn't matter. I should be able to fast forward a whole day in game now without any issues. Also, I'm looking at this thing. It says connected to cow pasture. It might actually work now for manure. I don't actually know if it will or not. But I'm going to place stuff down. I mean, we've got a little bit extra cash. Let's see. This is 5,000 for that. All right, well, let's fast forward an hour. The joys of having money makers on the farm. Fast forward an hour and you're good to go. So then we take this liquid silo, put it right back where we had it to begin with. And maybe, just maybe, it'll work. Come over here, take a look. It says it's silo's empty. Oh yeah, I think we need to put an extension on there too. Extensions are $2,000, so this should be more than enough. Just need to make sure I put it in a way where it's not gonna like clip into anything. I think right there's okay. And now because that extension's there, it should link up. Maybe we'll get some slurry. I don't know, let's find out in about like a day. All right, how have we done? We've got a decent amount of money overnight. Let's see, raw milk's running. We got another 20,000 liters of milk. No manure. And of course the milk went into the liquid silo. All right, so this did not work. And now I have to come over here and get the milk out of that thing. And now we can sell it. Whoop-ham and whoop-ham. All right, so those weren't going to work anyway. That's totally cool. Totally cool. Very okay. 165,000 liters of TMR overnight. That's pretty good. And here we are kind of back where we started. We got about $100,000 and we're good. So what I'm going to do now is we will do all the fast forwarding and everything. It is currently October and we will see you bright and bushy-tailed and early the morning of August, year 2. Oh yeah, to make extra money, I'm also going to add a new one of these every time we get 100 grand. Whoop-ow. Welcome to August, year number 2. We're just kind of going through the motions at this point. Just kind of get stuff out. I kept having to add straw to the TMR mix. For some reason, it's just like the grass just isn't going away. Oh, now it's going away. All right, well, we've got more. Now we got more straw than grass. Totally fine, totally fine. Looks like the storm's going to be rolling out of here soonish, so we may push forward a little bit extra just so we can get rid of the weather. But it is harvest day. We've got a big old field of grass ready to go, and we've got a big old area full of soybeans. Now, here's the game plan. Soybeans are going to be harvested. We're going to take the straw and keep it because we're going to be using straw and the grass that we get off of our big old grass field for TMR. But the thing is, well, we're probably going to run into some problems because Silver Run Forest is next. And I think we're going to have to end up buying every single field on there. And there's, what, 3? It's going to be difficult. Honestly, this harvest is probably going to be really, really easy. The next map's going to be a bit interesting because we've got, well, logging. But first off, let's jump in here. Here's another pretty cool thing about this whole setup. So we're at 373 right now, 373,000. I kept going through and putting down these every single time. So I think there's 30 here, 33, something like that. It's in the 30s. So those are like 100 grand each. And I'm gonna end up selling them. What is that, close to $3 million? Close-ish? I'm definitely over 2. Oh, yeah. It's just so stupid. That's so much. Oh, I'm so excited to make some big old money here. Normally I don't mess around, but hey, you gotta make some money during the summer. So here is game plan for this setup. It's gonna be a really, really weird thing. So we have come down around towards the bottom. Then I'm gonna go up just like that. And then we are going to go back down here, giving us one pass around. Then we are going to go this way again, but then come back, giving us 3 passes at the bottom, all the way up to the top. Little double my plan just messed up, but I need your 3 passes at the top of the bottom. That way it actually works, but it's not going to work that way. I don't know what to do. Well, this area up here is not going to work well either. So I've got it set on a worker right now. I'm hoping that we can go all the way. I'm going to have to slow him down just a little bit to see if we can go up, and we'll see where it stops, and that'll be kind of where we take over. Looks like it's going to be right here. All right. Well, as long as we pick that straw up, we'll be okay. So if we do our 3 passes up here at the top now, we'll actually be able to save a little bit of time later. Ooh, yeah, good idea. I figured it out. Yeah. So what we ended up doing was going down and doing a full pass around starting at this bottom corner, right? And it looks like this. So we came from here all the way up, went over, back and forth 3 times, down, then turned it around, came back up 1 time. So I now have 4 passes at the top, found another straight line, and I'm going boop, boop, and that'll line us up perfect to be able to hire a worker and let them do it all. We're like 20% right now. Yeah, it's an interesting field. It's a whole lot easier to fertilize this field than it is to harvest. Now for the mowing. This is, well, pretty much going to be exactly like it was in the last one, with one exception. The whole field is now one field. Unlike the last time that we were in here, this is now all good. Yep. Loving it. I am interested to see what it looks like, though. The grass is different. If I'm honest. Let's see. Turn that on. Do I have fast farming enabled? Yes, I do. We'll pull forward a little bit, see how we get along. We will probably have to come around and help it just a little bit. Yeah. All right. Get to about right here. Hire worker. Can we do that? We can. Yeah, this is working all right. Looks like the worker doesn't mow anything outside the field, though. So if it's not grass in the field, it doesn't get mown. Actually learned that on what was it, Goldcrest Valley. This was like a thing that I didn't even know, because I always just kind of do my thing. Let's get to about here. Let's fire the worker, drop it down, and do this part ourselves. We will have to again come back around and do this the right way, but for now, not too shabby at all. This was another area right through here where we had lanes of traffic coming through and lanes through the middle. But this turned out to be really nice, just doing it ourselves. Okay, I dig it, man. First pass around is done. Now we can go through and do this the fun way. Knock that down. There we go. All right, we'll set this up on a worker here. Now, I don't think it's going to show, but it should show. There we go. You can see the fertilizer marks in there. It's a pretty big field, so what we'll end up doing is probably 3 passes around the whole thing. I think that's about right before we end up hiring it on a worker. I think that's just what we're going to have to end up doing. And there it is. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. Hire worker. Wow. So now we've done all of this, and I've tried to keep this a little bit clean down here as well. I kind of did a straight line across, something like that. Yeah. Also, the combine harvester is rocking over there right now. That means it is going to be a good time to cart. We can jump down this hill. I love it. Man, there are a lot more signs in the ground, or say in the ground, in the road than there should be. I also realized that we've got the tractor on the mower that we would normally be using to pick up all the straw. So I can't pick up the straw until the mower's done. But there is another option, but I don't think it's going to be a good one. There's a 9RX for sale. Costs $183,000. I kind of want it. Don't need it. Just kind of want it. See, the thing is, I don't actually know if we would need it or not, and I really don't know the things that we're going to need for the next series in Silver Run. It is one of the biggest tractors in the game, and we've got a couple John Deere, so I think it's, you know, not outlandish that we would want that. Just think maybe not. I don't know. There's also some logging equipment in there too, but again, I don't know what we're going to need. I don't know what we're going to run into. It is totally out there to me. I did it! I got it! Oh, it's mine! Yes! I love it! It's a little bit too big for this specific application. It's also a little bit slow for this specific application. And I just don't care. I don't care at all! We're just gonna go and pick up straw and have fun because there's really not much else to do right now other than that. So, take it, turn it on, and go. That's it. One of the things that would be nice, and maybe there's some mods that have this, but nothing that I know of right now. Look at that timing. Yeah. Is if there was a 9RX with a front hitch on it. Because this would be really nice for mowing. I mean, really nice for mowing. It's also really nice for just needing power. Oh boy. Take it easy. Might be a good idea to drive this in first person and just kind of monitor things for a while. One other cool thing that this opens us up to is bigger machinery. So right now, really haven't done much in the way of upgrades when it comes to seeding. I mean, obviously we did get a new seeder. Actually, I think we got 2 new seeders for the series. Or no, we got 1 new one at the last one. Anyway. But now, it's the train. What I did, we open ourselves up to more possibilities because we got like 500 some horsepower on here right now. But we can also upgrade this thing to way more than 500 horsepower. 670 is the most that it could have. I mean, what we're doing right now, this is like nothing. Grass field is almost done. There's a whole bunch of grass on this field, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to be getting more than we had. Now, this is going to be very difficult whenever we move forward. As I mentioned, on Silver Run Forest, as far as I remember, there's not a whole lot of grass fields. So we'll have to figure out what we can do. It looks like we're going to have a whole lot of money to play with. So hopefully we could do that. But I really don't want to have to cut down half of the map and trees just to be able to have a grass field. But we may end up having to do that. All right, as much as I love having 9RX on this thing, 8R, a little bit better. Gonna be honest with you. 7R, probably be even better. But I mean, it's an 8R, come on. Yeah, let's go. And we are almost there. Let's see, can we catch up to it? There it is, yeah! Once we got in here, 42,000 liters. Okay, not too bad. Can we fill this up? I think these hold, is it 25 or 50? Oh, I can't remember how much they hold. It was 50. So that must mean, yeah, 98,000 liters of soybeans. Oh, it's like, I say perfect. It's not. Where are we selling this? Dude, I think selling to the train is actually going to be worth it. There's no way that's not worth it. That's just an absolute ridiculous amount. Look at that. 7,500 versus 6,500. And we have 98,000. The 7,500 times 98. It's like 700,000 something, isn't it? Something like that for sure. Let's bring it over here and dump it into this, which I've never actually used before, so this ought to be interesting. And then this should take it over. Oh, slow it down. This should take it over to the train, which I think is behind this. Yes, right there. Now we just got to figure out how to rent the train. Where do you rent the train at here? Is that it? No. Aha! Found it. Train hath been rented. I just don't know where it is. It is off the map somewhere. So it'll appear sometime soon. So we can go ahead and get this stuff sold. Double dump. I see something off in the distance. Oh, wrong way. there we go. It's the train! The train is here! I'm just gonna go catch up to it. Hey, come back. Wait, slow down. You're going too fast, dude. Going for a ride. Oh, I forgot you can actually, like, fast travel over to the train. Didn't think about that. All right, let's go through here, see if we can find the soybeans. There we go. It's going to dump it into one of the piles at the back. Ooh, that is very slow. Very slow. But nonetheless, we were able to get it all. Perfect. So now we can hire it up. Well, I say hire it up. There's no way to hire the worker on here, I don't think. It just did. Nope. Turns out the button I pushed isn't going to do anything. So now we need to run it. It needs to run outside the map. Hey, this is like the first time I've rented to the train in like a year or two, I think. If you guys remember any other time that I've done it, please let me know. But DjGoHam does not remember the last time that he rented the train. He's got to bring you along because this is a fun little train ride. And after this, well, we do have to pick up the grass, but that's not going to be too insane. There's another silo, so we could put stuff there and rent the train there as well, I think. There's probably a train rental place around there somewhere. And then, what we just ride this all the way to the very end, or the edge, and it does this thing? Oh, yo, this was a cool place right here. This train station, I always thought this was so cool looking, and I always wanted to, like, I don't know, do some type of, like, train role play through there, but alas, there was no point, and there's no way to do it anyway. But I don't remember where it goes out. Where does it go out? It's right up here, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's right over this bridge. Let's find out. I'm guessing 3, 2, 1 kicks me out. Kinda. There it is, $744,000. That's what I'm talking about. Straw is up. First set was 500,000 liters. We got another 301,995 here, bringing us up to over 800,000 liters of straw. Nice. I'm dumping everything into the silo so that it doesn't start making TMR in here. What we'll end up doing is we'll write down the amount of grass and straw that we save, and we'll get that started on some TMR as soon as we get over to Silver Run Forest. To mirror that sentiment as well, by the way, we got more cows. We have 250 of them now. We've got some cows that are 2 months old, little baby cows, yeah. And so that is pretty cool, but we'll also write down how much TMR we've got here, how much water. Well, water doesn't really matter. And then milk is at 0 because we are probably going to sell everything and then fast forward a little bit of time just to get our final numbers from the milk. That way it's empty. So now, let's go pick up the grass, and we'll be close to done. Still plenty to do. If you look at it from this angle, it almost looks like I didn't cheat picking up all the grass. So here's our finals. We ended up getting less grass than I was expecting. I was expecting like 1 million plus. We got 867. We also got 803 liters of straw. 803,000. So I think what we do in the next one is maybe take some of that straw and convert it. Or better yet, find a better home for a cow so they can poo. With that being said, I think now we need to collect some stuff. So all of the milk has been collected and deposited. So that is good. We can bring this away. There's nothing more that we need here. We're done harvesting, so there's nothing else as far as harvest that we need to do. Oh yeah, I mowed all that. That's why it feels like I didn't get enough. Oh well, let's take a look and see if there's anything in the used market that I think would help us out with logging. But I mean, there's like, what, 1 or 2 things in here. This is pretty sweet, but it says ISO control, and I don't remember what that means. But we do have it set up as like a mulcher, a harvester. There's some pretty cool setups for this. However, I'm not going to be using this this setup when it comes to logging. So yeah, I don't think there's a regular harvester head on there, is there? Unfortunately not. As with everything, we come through and take any of the extra placeables and sell them because I want the money, yeah! So got that sold, farmhouse. Oh yeah, forgot, all the decorations are linked to it as well. Goodbye, decorations, you got to go. I totally forgot about this part. There's a rock in the middle of the farm, and whoever put everything together This was an issue back in Farm Sim, what was it, 19 as well? When you delete everything, it's still here. So dumb. I also need to come over here and delete all of these. Well, that was a lot. We have $4.4 million. We are going to be having an absolute blast when it, get out of there, birds, when it comes to, it's going to be so ridiculous. There's one more thing that we've got to do. We need to sell all the eggs that we have. I totally forgot about this part. I definitely think near the beginning of the next part or next series, we're going to go through, take some of the money that we've got, make some really big investments. That way, you know, down the line, yeah, we may have less money, but we also have more stuff. And more stuff and less money is usually how spending it works. So we'll try and do the best we can through there. And yeah, logging's going to be interesting because we're going to have some logging to do, but we won't be doing a lot of logging. I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, we've got a wood harvester. Don't know if I'm going to use it. We're going to have to. All right, let's get these eggs sold and get out of here. Nothing quite like an extra $108,000 to just put the cherry on top. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me here on Erlengrad. Trying to have some fun and cause as much trouble as we possibly can. I think we've officially ruined it and had a great time doing it. So all that's left to say is have a great day, and we will see you guys in the next one. Yay! Oh, I thought I was going to jump better than that. Come on, do a little jump. Yeah, good enough. All right, we'll see you. JK, better one. Yay! Yeah, let's go! Well, I was really hoping to be able to get over here on the Silver Run Forest or maybe Zilanka or the Horse Map, but unfortunately, I am out of time. This has been a fun series. I hope you have enjoyed it. At least we were able to cover the 3 base game maps, which are the most important at the end of the day. If you want to check out any of the Silver Run stuff or the Horse Map or Zilanka, I've already got short series on all of those maps, including a fun one where I had a good time harvesting every field on the Horse Map. So check all that out if you haven't seen it already. Otherwise, thank you for watching this entire series. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like, get subscribed if you're new. Enjoyed the GoHam fam. Double check that notification bell. That way when I release stuff, you know about it. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. You are awesome. Hope you have a good one. We'll see you later.